Yes, you know who the hell it is. It's your girl, Miss Climaxxx. Yes, baby. The best podcast out there, streaming on all platforms. What you thought it was? Come catch this vibe. Welcome to the Climaxxx Zone. Welcome to the Climaxxx Zone. Welcome to the Climaxxx Zone. Come on in, y'all. Come on in. Y'all know how we do it. You know how we do it. We know what just started. We just started. Welcome to the Climaxxx Zone. Go grab your drink. Go grab your blunt. Go grab your cigarette. Go grab your water. Welcome to the Climaxxx Zone. Go grab everything you need. Welcome to the Climaxxx Zone. And while we sit here and vibe for a minute, welcome to the Climaxxx Zone. I want you to go subscribe to the YouTube channel. It's called the Climaxxx Zone too. We here. Come check this podcast out. It's unfiltered. It's unscripted. You know, I'm gonna let that intro ride for a minute to the game. Come on. And if you need some promo, I'm over here sharing too. And what I'm also going to start doing, I just did it. There's going to be a link in the chat. So at the end of every interview I do from this point on, if you want to, yes, I see you, little man. If you want to, the best podcast, jump on and ask questions at the end. I'm gonna put the chat. I'm gonna put the link in there for you. Come catch this vibe. We're gonna let everybody participate. Welcome to the Climaxxx Zone. Welcome to the Climaxxx Zone. I'm gonna let this intro run one more time. Welcome to the Climaxxx Zone. Share. Welcome to the Climaxxx Zone. Share. Welcome to the Climaxxx Zone. We already at 5.22. Let's keep it going, baby. Keep it going. Welcome to the Climaxxx Zone. 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 Well, look, man, you don't go grab nothing to drink. You get you some water and you chill out. Come check this podcast out. It's unfiltered. It's unscripted. Come catch this vibe, man. And if you need some promo, come holler at us. And you know I'm back to my hot seat questions. They never left. 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 Hey, my Tawana.
Good evening.
How you doing? How you doing?
Oh, honey, I got off work and I'm good to go now.
Well, that's
it's over with for the day.
Our guest is also on the way. Our guest is on the way.
I'm excited. Our guest is on the way. Our guest is on the way to drop some nuggets for the day.
Yes, this is going to be a great interview with two of my good people. Yes, you know how we doing it. We finna chill out. We finna talk stuff until the interview gets started. I'm like, what the hell is this texting me?
How's your day? How your day been?
My day is good. I had to really think about it because y'all know I never really. Well, the world will never know if I have a bad day anyway. But you know, I had to think about it. But I'm having a great day. I have no complaints at all. My knee, believe it or not, is not 100% better, but it's good. You know, it ain't gonna stop that paper.
And we ain't gonna complain.
I have no complaints, honey. For the celebration of hitting 5K, you know, that last podcast we did. We had hit 5K, and in honor of that, I opened up 5 spots for free promo interviews. Well, all 5 spots have been filled.
Yeah, where's the congratulations? Where's the ting ting ting? We gotta get us some ting ting ting, girl.
You know I gotta invest in. I gotta invest in me a soundboard.
We got it. Well, we gonna download or something if we can't get a
You,
soundboard because this
you,
look,
you,
this deserves the
you
congratulations.
hold on, keep talking. You right. Hold on, because I'm gonna find a way.
You
And
so extra. Come on with it. Come on with it, girl.
way. But also in honor of, so we filled the five free spots. But then since as of today, I got 5.2K. So I added an extra 2 free spots.
Oh, that's awesome. Somebody better get on here. Somebody better be hitting her up in the email. Somebody better be jumping on it because look, when this train hit 20K, don't get on here saying I just want to get no. You have been warned. You have been warned to get in on these free flights.
Yes, honey. We've been trying to tell y'all. I'm trying to tell you. What have you done today? What was your day like?
Well, today was actually a day that I worked primarily in my shop. And so actually this week has kind of been, I'll say, inconsistent. One day we'll get a low, the next day is like staggering. But today they fooled us because yesterday was sort of a slow day, but today they snowballed us. So my heartbeat is in my feet because I've stood up and I don't even know how many heads I did, but look, we're done and we got everybody happy for graduation next week. So I'm okay with that.
My friend said my heartbeat is in my feet. I can imagine. Thankfully, I work from home.
Right. Shout out to all on work from home people because let me tell you something. I can't do it because I can't be still because the point that I'm sitting in my home makes me think that I'm off. So it's like a mental thing. And so
Right.
if I can ever get over that, I probably can tackle that. But right now I can't. I can't differentiate them. So.
But then even on that, I don't want people to be thinking that it's easy peasy because I don't work one, I work two.
Exactly. No, one is not even easy, let alone two. So yeah.
And I run a business and businesses and it's some more.
So if anybody has ever seen me jump on here, I'm sure that they seen my screen name is TT. So in honor of our guest today, if he can come in with us a little later, but anyway, in honor of him because of what he does and what he'll drop with us, I wanted to change my screen name to also share that I am a serial entrepreneur. Sometimes we are targeting one subject. So you know me, how my brain is. So I try to stay on that one. But just in honor of our guest today, and we ain't spilling the beans, but anyway, just in honor of that, I wanted to kind of change that so that if we started talking, then it kind of makes sense. That makes sense?
Right. Look, I'm still over here trying to multitask, y'all. I'm going to get it. There you go. There you go. Home Zone. Okay. Okay. Now, I know it's late, but I still did it.
Girl, All right, keep that up, sis, because we're going to be blowing that whistle all through the show. So just keep that thing up. Keep it up.
Look, I got to get all these little 25s.
Okay. Come on through. Come with it, girl. Come on through, girl. Yes.
Thank you. Y'all know I had to go fast. So I'm so goofy like that. Let me see. Oh, I got to resend them.
If you tie the knot.
Oh, I didn't let it keep going, y'all. I'm sorry. Don't get me.
Welcome.
My bad. I wasn't looking. I'm trying to multitask. Anything you want to show? Oh, let me put this up too as well because I told you I put it in the chat. Boom. Tell me about it while I do this.
Okay, what am I seeing in the chat? I can't see the chat.
No, I put it up on the screen, baby.
Oh, okay. So, you put it up on the screen. So, because I changed my name and it is, TT, the serial entrepreneur. I guess I should share a little bit about something else that I do. And so,
what you want to do? You want to wait? It's up to you.
I'm not going to go all the way in because I am so excited, for our guests to come in. But anyway, I wanted to just talk a little bit about another little side thing that I do. And I started about 2014. Never thought about gaining any revenue doing it, being a mobile notary. I actually was in a situation. I was an insurance agent at the time, still juggling so many other things. And one of my clients that actually was the first person that purchased the insurance policy from me, He was my most difficult customer. And we don't even have enough time in the day to talk about how difficult and the angles of difficult he was. But anyway, long story short, he ended up purchasing one of the biggest life insurance policies that I ever sold. And so 2 years later, I'm not even with the company anymore. The man ends up passing away, and the company wanted to dispute his insurance policy. And so we got all the way down, and I'm going to fight him tooth and nail because I'm going to fight for my people, okay? Whether you did, I don't care. If something happened, that goes for you too, girl. If something went down and I had something to do with it, or if I could fix it, we going to war. And so they told me at the end of the day that, after I did my argument, that they would have to have a notary. Well, I wasn't in a town where I knew anybody. I didn't know how to get a notary. I didn't have a clue. And so I said, God, if you get me out of this, and I can close this insurance policy out and get these people the funds that they need to take care of their family member, I will become a notary. And so that's how I invented Tawana's Mobile Notary and Business Services. And now I added dispatch. So I won't get off into that till the guest comes on, but that's just one of the other, side hustles that I do. And it has truly been a blessing.
I am so happy for you.
Mm-hmm.
I love having the friends that I have because I have a lot of entrepreneurial friends. I have a lot of people that influence me. And it's crazy because even though I was doing what I was doing before, I met some of them. That's why it's very important. And I had to learn this too because I used to be this main person like, I want no new friends. I want no new friends, And I had to break that mentality quick because you can't, not saying go dump all your old friends. That's not what I'm saying. All the time, not all of them. But you can't stick around with people that are still.
I'll have to agree because I was at some point exactly, I felt the same exact way you did. And I totally understand you're saying not dropping all the friends, but I had to actually seek a different group of friends. So it didn't mean that I would just throw my friends that I've had for years, to throw them away. But I had to actually gain or network friends that would complement or supplement what I do for a living. And you are one of them, girl. So, guys, don't say that. She has done that. I have done that. Don't be either one of us. Don't say no new friends. Just ask the higher power, whoever you believe in, ask them to send you the friends that will complement or supplement what you were doing, because there are a lot of Tawanas out there. There's a lot of Climaxx's out there. That is the way we connected. So do not sleep on, networking with people. It is critical. It is not one of those. It's not optional. It is critical.
All right. Well, let's start right there because without further ado, our guest has arrived. Well, before I let you know, I got to do my little practice. I got to make sure my thing right. My little thing over here, my little sound effects over here, because that was our first time doing that. So, as I bring him in, we welcome to the Climaxxx Zone, the one and the only, Mr. Mercion Freeman.
Thank you.
Wait a minute.
It's a pleasure to be here. It's a pleasure. Absolute pleasure to be here. Hey. What's going on? That's Tawana in the building too. Hey, all right now. All right.
I would have.
Okay, so Toya, take me off the screen because I want him to be up there at level with you. I don't know how to disconnect. Let me. Okay, take me off.
In the back.
Where you going?
I'm still here. I am still here, but you the man today. This is your day.
Mr. Mercion, how are you doing today?
I'm doing great. I you know what? I'm feeling too good. The first time on the show, and you got a great show, great platform, great people. So to even get the invite to be here, I'm super excited. I can't even lie to you. I've been ready ever since you told me about it. 2 or 3 days ago?
Yes. Now I ain't gonna tell you how this man made me feel like I was Oprah making a phone call now. I think the manifestation. I'm trying to get syndicated. Hey, he made me feel like I was Oprah, and when I called him and told him to come to the show. I love it. So what we do here at the Climaxxx Zone, when I bring on my business owners and entrepreneurs, I allow you to introduce yourself to my viewers, and pretty much the floor is yours. Tell them everything you got going on, everything you want them to know about you, every platform. I got all your information in the chat, so as you talk about it, I can bring it up for you.
Okay.
Everything they need to know, let them know, sir.
All right. First and foremost, I'm Mercion Freeman. Pleasure to be on the show. Me and Toya, Miss Climaxxx, we go way back. I do a couple things. I'm stationed here from Georgia, Albany, Georgia, southwest of Atlanta, the little A. And then I'm up here at the headquarters in Dallas, Fort Worth. So, FCE Enterprises, DBA, the FCE administration. So whenever I'm doing business with my clients, they always see FCE. And FCE stands for Freeman Corporate Enterprises. And it's for those who, just want to better themselves and don't just do the norm, step outside the box a little bit, help not being afraid. So I'm a consultant. Just took everything that I've been through. That's what FCE stands for, and so it's a consultant firm, and we also do a little bit of investing, when we can, and just building up our community, because a lot of times we don't have these type of discussions like we're doing to be able to have an educational platform where people can, come together. Share information and stuff like that. Sometimes when we feel like we know something, we want to try to hold it in. But when you hold in a lot of information, what you're doing is suppressing your whole your culture. And what I discovered in other cultures, they speak freely about sharing information, helping each other build. I'm talking about it's almost like a sin in their culture if they don't share information with each other. So a lot of times I've been in some places, where I was the only melanated person, right? And, once you be in that type of places and you just be quiet and listen, right? You get a chance, you kind of come like chameleon or invisible. They forget you in the room. So I kind of just a sponge to a lot of information. I've started off with taxes, as Toya, want to help people grab that. And then I was just like, we need to learn more about taxes and finances in general. And so I was being a sponge to knowledge. And then all the failures that I did, I just kind of reverse it. So other people don't have to experience all the failures that I did. And then, just put it all together. So that's what FCE Enterprises we about. So we about growing our community. It's not about, we just need that community where we can just do that. And so that's what I was just like, instead of trying to like pray about it all the time and wait for somebody or something to come out the sky, it needs to come within us and build within us. And now that's how we get to the next level.
I will say this, because everybody that know me know I'm very humble. I don't be tooting horns too much, unless just got to. But I'm gonna give you your flowers right here, because I'm so glad that you're here, because something I've been sitting on, I can finally breathe. In the beginning, when I was getting it out the mud, and I was building up Climaxxx Designs, and I ain't had no website, and I was just trying to put stuff out there. And I kept telling y'all in certain instances, don't worry, you're doing too much. Don't worry about me. I don't need that, because I got people behind me. I don't need it. I'm good. You do. This right here was the numbers guy I was telling y'all about the whole time. And we talking about from 2005 until the present time. Whether it was taxes, whether it was credit repair, whether it was knowledge on my entrepreneurship. He was there when I was creating shit that he was literally saying, what you gonna do with that? That ain't it. You need to go back to the drawing board. But that ain't it. So, I mean, whatever gems he's dropping for y'all tonight, I promise you, please take heed to it. Please contact this man and reach out to him. Because 2005 to 2022, y'all see it's 5.2K. Y'all see my numbers, like, geez, numbers don't lie. So carry on. I just want to give you flowers.
Well, I appreciate that. I got to give your flowers too, because it's amazing how, like, how you start off in the beginning, nervous about a lot of stuff, but you had the momentum to do a lot of stuff and to see you grow, and interviewing, like I said, interviewing entrepreneurs, giving people opportunity. Even me, I even met someone who's just, she's still here, through her, through you and stuff like that. So that's the power of networking and working together, because like you give so much, and then it turns around full circle and it gives back. And I'm glad all the people that you introduced me, and shout out to Ken Lee, my boy Ken Lee. He introduced me to.
He introduced us.
So it's and that's what we got to do. We got to understand that we can work together. That's one of the biggest things that I want to just clear the smoke with. That a lot of people think that we can't deal with each other, and that's false. That's a paradigm that just don't need to be in our vocabulary. We can deal with each other. We don't want to deal with the shiesty us. But nobody wants to deal with the shiesty us, right? But doing good business, and you got to think, first of all, the clothing line is just amazing. I put your product next to anybody, and I was a little hard on you on some stuff, but but the finished product is there. The fact that you walked inside Barnes & Noble, a Fortune 500 company, and see your book on a shelf, and that just make that's what made my day, seeing my clients, my family actually grow. So with FCE, we family. Y'all know how we do, and so I'm gonna give you your flowers too, and shout out. And your show is amazing, and as well. Even this platform is amazing. So this what I like to see us growing and reaching out to other entrepreneurs and just people in general to help out. So I got the fact too that even working on credit. You wasn't trying to hear that.
And this is the thing. I am a spoiled brat, and those that know me, whether it's from meeting me, I become a stranger, or to knowing that I'm always be that little sister or that big sister. I'm rotten, and I do get in my ways, and that's why he said we said this the other day. Yes. Mercion has made me cry before, y'all. Like, he done got on my ass to the point where I was like, but I don't want to do it that way. And I'm always so stubborn. But then I'm like, I don't even want to talk no more. At the same time, the same way I tell him and Tawana, I listen to all their advice. But yes, I can't say I'm going to ever stop being stubborn. The way I do it, though, I take their advice, I just do it.
On your time. Yeah.
I always use all their advice. Yeah, but it's the rebellious in me. I'm gonna do it.
But you do it, and you see how when you start taking the initiative to do that stuff, you see that you was blessed with, I don't want to put your business out there, but you was blessed with some business stuff because you took the initiative to do it, and that's what.
How about the fear of walking away from corporate America for a year to get my business? Like, what I need.
Yeah.
I called you and said I'm going to wrong.
And that's my motto, and that's why I be getting on my people sometimes, because sometimes if we in corporate America, the man, I'm gonna just say the man asks us to do something, we'll jump to the sky. But when it comes to our stuff, we kind of get relaxed, and I kind of take that personal, like, no, we're gonna do this the same way we do for the man. And it gets a better income. Like, you more relaxed, you happy, you feel better. And if you got and then as an entrepreneur, you can't be scared of hard work. So if you went out there and you tried something, you did it for a year, and you got to go back and get a 9-to-5 temporarily to continue to build your business, there ain't nothing to be afraid of and nothing to be embarrassed of, because it's all a process. It's all a process.
I took that year off. I got the website up and running. I got the podcast up and running. I got the music where it needs to go. I got the book where it needs to go. Now, as of now, I still work 2 jobs. But the difference between what I was doing before I focused on my business was I was solely on that paycheck.
Right.
So right. I want to do this, but I do it sometimes because I got this. And like you said, the man, I got this quarter to hit for him because he told me I got to do this, so I'm going to get fired. Now it's turned around because I got my business and all my babies over here. This is just a blessing to the point where I can continue to invest in myself, but I won't go crazy if one of them leave. I won't get a point.
You won't get caught. And when you look at how the universe worked, how you took that mentality, now the ones you do, the jobs you are working is paying you more and less work than what it was when before you got focused on your own stuff, and better.
And just another moment, it call it a toot or whatever. California minimum wage is $15. I ain't even working no $15 jobs. You know what I'm saying? I'm up there in the 20 and 17, and I'm not doing it because, as like he said, I'm an entrepreneur. I'm a business owner. I don't have to settle. On top of that, the degrees and accolades I got, I'm overly qualified for half of these minimum wage jobs anyway. Now I'm having fun. Now I can go and do that job for that person and don't feel like, oh, I'm just making their dream come true and I'm still want to get my business started one day. No, now I'm having fun with y'all. Y'all giving me this money to go into my business.
That's right, to go into your that's an avenue.
Yeah, and now I flipped the script. Now I'm putting it over here. Yeah,
right.
It's fun.
That's right. And if you're having fun doing what you do, you'll never work a day in your life. So that's what FCE that's our motto. You go to the website. Dreams are not dreamed; they're created. You know what I mean? So that's what you got to do each and every day. Keep creating your dream. And so
website is up there for y'all. We got all this information is in the chat too. Every last thing is in the chat. I got the FCEglobal.net. I got his personal. You got the Mercion at FCEglobal.net. If you're in Texas, we even got the address up there for you. You know what I'm saying? You go up there, go in the office, get your consultation. He even did you one better. He gave you the phone number.
Oh yeah. So yeah, we make it happen from like I said, personal credit building to business credit, because a lot of us don't know about business credit. So that's why I'm so adamant about making sure we set up the right way and have a DUNS number and an 800 number as well, because those people, the financial institutions, they look at that. They look and see, do you have a website? They look and see, do you have a 1-800 number? They look and see, do you have a location, right? They check your email. So if you have a Gmail, there's nothing wrong with it. But if you want to look at it from the eyes of the persons who's going to be giving you some finances to grow your enterprise, you might want to line up to what they want to do. So a lot of people don't understand. So some people's like, oh, I tried to apply for business credit. I don't know what happened. And then when I do analysis on it, it could have been something real simple, because they're not going to tell you why you didn't get it. They're just going to send you a denial letter. It could be something simple as your email. Right. A DUNS number. They just want to be able to locate you and make sure you ain't about to get the money and leave, because that's what used to go on back in the day. So now these institutions are tight to the right.
I called you when I got that message on the phone. I'm like, boy, they trying to give me what?
Right.
Hey, wait a minute. I ain't ready.
And sometimes if it's real, that was a good one. But if the I don't let my clients, I don't know how everybody else does, but I don't let my clients be amazed by that apple, because it may look good on the front end, but the back end may cost you everything that you work for. So I'll be like, no, don't take that risk on that one.
That's why we didn't take it, because
that's why we didn't take it. No,
I ain't want to take the first one, but then I wasn't wholly ready.
Right? Yeah, you gotta be wholly ready, because sometimes I was
still in the beginning. I had to finish. I was in the middle of getting the website together too, and it would have. And I'm like,
And sometimes
like, what, 500,000? I'm like, look.
Yeah. Some people take off with that money. Yeah.
I'm gonna save you and me this problem. No, thank you. No, thank you. Oh, Larry, hey, hold this. I'm gonna take a little vacation. But I'll be back. Nah, you gotta be real careful. And you gotta be humble enough to admit that. Because a lot of y'all out here talking about, oh no, they offered me that, I'm gonna take it now. If you ain't really, and within yourself, you ain't really ready for it. Just like some of y'all got that PPP and when they got y'all BBLs, just say it. You gotta know where to put your money in. You gotta invest in the right thing. You gonna be walking around with ass. That's it. So what made you? You told us why you started it. What do you have anything coming up like? Discounts, sales, consultants, like events, consultation events?
Yeah, well, I wouldn't say it's a sale. I'm always working with people individually and working with what you got going on, because you can't let finances get in the way of the purpose of everything. So, I do that with a lot of people. And a lot of times I may not make money up front, but I done educated somebody and I done got somebody, situated. And then I may, like, just say I get somebody in January. Mm-hmm. I may not receive anything from that person for like 4 or 6 months. But the purpose is, building the trust with each and every client, because each and every client is important. So being detailed with them, watching the credit grow or watching the business or watching them get funded, then is a domino effect. You start getting, you start getting taken care of or compensated or donated, however you want to call, throughout putting the work. Referrals.
Yeah.
And in this business, and I'm happy to say that I've been in business for a long time off of referrals. Like, this is my first interview. This is my like people just put me on, and that's how I really actually wanted to do it, because I think if you get the people trust, they'll start. It'll just like it's the what they call that one person tell the other one, walking billboard, but there's another word I'm looking for. But that's how.
A lot of people don't realize that you are the numbers guy behind a lot of businesses.
Yeah.
Like, you are, and that's why I said for so long, I ain't gonna lie, I was being stingy. I refer a lot of people to you, but I ain't just directly be like, yeah, go to him because this is it. I was still building mines. Right. I ain't finna tell y'all everything because he did of y'all, and this was probably selfish, but I don't care. I ain't finna let y'all drown him, and he over here with the clay and water with me, trying to get me right. I can't just, well, girl, no, because this is what we doing. No, I had to let y'all see. I had to finish so I could come back and show y'all this is what it is. Like I said, just for him to say, from point A to where I'm at now, my clothes look like they're supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's
and that's gonna be the next stage. That's gonna be the next stage for you, getting into those stores. Because a lot of times we want to just jump to the pros, but it's a lot of people out here that own boutiques. So starting in Cali and Atlanta, Dallas, all the major dominant minority areas first. And of course, online is online, but it's down to I think it's time to diverse. I think it's time to put more stuff in the stores, and I think you need to start being a little selfish and start manufacturing everybody else stuff, because you got to think, if you want a lot of people like that, you get put on too.
I'm definitely over to manufacture and distribute stuff for people.
Yes.
He just mentioned boutiques, and y'all know this would not be the Climaxxx Zone if I didn't be uncut. Let me tell y'all, I have a lot of people that I notice with the boutiques, and it's like, oh, well, you ain't doing that, and I'm doing the same thing you're doing. I want to normalize this. Climaxxx Designs, boutiques. Climaxxx Designs, t-shirt, heat press, hands on.
Right.
Boutique, Sheen, Fashion Nova, Wish, Alibaba, and throwing a name tag on it. We are not the same. I don't knock what y'all do, but we not the same. We never gonna be the same. My prices are the way my prices are because, again, it's blood, sweat, and tears.
Yeah.
Boutiques, a lot of, and I'm not saying all of them, but most of the ones I know, they're getting their clothes from somewhere else. You don't have to sew. You don't have to, design. You literally buying a bundle from a vendor, putting it on a hanger, and you're making your money. Kudos to you. But let's keep those lanes.
Yeah, it is two different lanes.
Where they at. I'm not a boutique at all. Like, I'm not.
It is two different lanes, and then that mentality though, that mentality of thinking, oh yeah, that yes, that's the one. That mentality though, just in itself, of thinking it's competition. Like we'll be competition at the bottom, and these people are making millions every day, and we fighting each other for a couple straps. We got to stop that. Why not say, hey, I'm gonna make a corner of my store for you. I get a percentage off help promoting your stuff. Use a minority woman, y'all using that B word. You're a minority woman, a more woman, and let's work together. Let's start a partnership, right? Now she helping selling, some stuff, and who's to say that she might find a hit in your store? Somebody might say, I like this type of design right here, and that helping making their store more revenue. But just thinking that we can just that crab in the bucket mentality, that got to stop. Wait till you start being millionaire and billionaire, and then start having a little.
Yeah, even then, don't do it, cause
even then, exactly. But I mean, they do it. Get it going first.
Based on her comment, I'm finna bring Tawana back up here. Let's get it popping. TT.
Hey, y'all.
What you want to talk about?
Oh my God, y'all got me over here so excited. I'm just so happy to see Mercion here on the screen with us. And there were a couple of things. I am so excited. And there were a couple of things that we just kind of briefly spoke about before he even, joined us. So I just kind of want to tie all these things in together. Go ahead.
Don't kill me. Hold on. Pause it for one moment. Mercion, I did forget to ask you because before I know what she's finna go into, but before she go into that, you had another business.
Oh yeah. Jaden Jordan Trucking. I'm the agent of that. Did some investment in that. Big shout out to Otis Thomas, military veteran, got promoted to E7 not too long ago. And so we open up opportunities for people who has like a hot shot truck, and you need some good authority with a company that pays weekly. That's a benefit. We have corporate accounts with fuel. So yeah, Jaden and Jordan, because see the market, what I found out that the market, when he said something about it, he wanted to drive for somebody else. I'm like, no, you're going to drive your own dreams first off. So we just put the money behind that at FCE, and he's the CEO. He's a great guy too. But the hot shot market is not a lot of, it's not like Swift or some of these other major power only companies. So the hot shot market, people know about it, but I want to make it more crystal clear. And so we have people who have dually trucks that sign on. Some people have their own authority. We work out a partnership agreement with that, and we move their equipment. So if you're looking to get into the hot shot business, and because it's going good right now, the trailers itself don't got marked up like 20 to 30%, just like a couple months or a year ago. So that lets you know that this market is really booming. If equipment, hot shot trucks done went up and everything like that. So I got a lot of knowledge, insights in that. Shout out to Tawana and her cousin that I met through Tawana. My man Cito and Leon Dillon, Cito. Big shout out to those guys, and I love talking to them about different stuff because they've been doing it for years, and actually, their whole family been doing it for years. So that's what kind of really helped guide, me, God, and Jaden and Jordan in there. So big shout out to Jaden Jordan, JadenJordan.com, and that's JadenJordan.com. Go to the website. You can find like the ad on
there y'all go.
Craigslist.
Yeah.
You can find an ad on Craigslist, and so yeah, shout out to that. So we gonna grow that thing pretty big. Jaden and Jordan Trucking, especially in the hot shot market, is gonna be real big, and we cool with all the brokers. And the good thing about what we did, because it's like a pit stop, it's like a trap when you first get your authority anyway, because you got to go through a protest period, and this is very important for anybody who going into the trucking business. It's a period in there where you're gonna have to get in debt. And then a protest, so you're going to have to keep paying your truck and your staff or whatever your case may be. And then when you get on, them people are going to ask you for your MC number, and they're going to say, well, you ain't been in business for 30 days. You ain't been in business for 90 days. You ain't been in business for 6 months. So I'm like, no wonder people been driving for years and fall off, or they fall off within the first year. That's a trap when you first get in the game. So take that with a grain of salt. That's not on YouTube as well. But I would, when you want to get into the business, I would probably either partner with other people, which makes you have to be a team player, or have that bag ready, because it's going to be some times where it's going to be some friction, because you might not be getting paid for a long time because of that beginning. So I just want to drop some jewels on people who may not know about that, and I may be thinking about it. So make sure you have 6 months, and I like to do that in business anyway. Have 6 months worth of your truck note, have 6 months worth of your insurance, and each truck insurance that might be $1,400 to $1,500. Truck note, you already know, about $1,000 depending on what type of truck. Then your trailer $500 or $600 depending on if you're renting or not. Have that money set aside first. I'm telling you, straight up front.
And Tawana, before I let you go, let me do my little sponsor moment real quick, you guys.
There's really one thing that needs to be said about the Climaxxx Zone, and that is that
Baby, it gets real in the Climaxxx Zone. So if you want to hear that real, go ahead and tune into that podcast. Or if you want to watch the live, whatever way you want to get it, she's going to give it to you, baby. It's the Climaxxx Zone.
And it's the Climaxxx Zone.
That's right. It's the Climaxxx Zone.
The Climaxxx Zone is sponsored by Tawana and Yoni Tings. If you go over to www.Tawana's Yoni and Tings and use the promo code, the Climaxxx Zone, you can get 10% off of everything on her website. And that's how we do it. Come on in, TT.
That's right. Stop. Go shop.
Okay, so before I even get started, the caller that's on the screen, Tawana's Yonis and Tings is a S behind the Yonis. So I don't want them to click that and it's sending them to somewhere dead. So it's Yonis and Tings. But just to piggyback off what Mercion was talking about. So in the beginning, before he got on, you and I were kind of talking about friends. And you know how, we often hear this cliche, no new friends, whatever. And so I'm here to tell you, if you're looking at us right now, you're looking at 3 new friends. And I don't mean necessarily 1 year, 5 years, but at the end of the day, what I'm explaining to the audience is that neither one of us just knew each other. And today we collectively know each other because we were not a crab in the barrel. We did not think that, everyone was our competition. We actually stood up and said, you know what? You have something, I have something, and we have something, and we can supplement or complement each other. And so, if you're looking at us right now, I want you to know that, look, if you often throw that cliche term out, let me just tell you to think about it like this. Ask the high power, ask God to send you the correct friends, whether it be in networking or however, because I love my friends. And so, there are some friends that cannot follow me in business. There are some people that they can't follow me when I talk about politics and things like that. And so we have to just separate or differentiate these friends. We don't have to throw them, to the dogs. But anyway, just want to give Mercion a shout out. So if y'all are looking at us right now, I know, Toya, she gave him his flowers, but I just kind of want to give him I don't even want to say a review. I want to say it's a testimony. Let me just say that. So I actually began business in 2011. I actually opened my first brick and mortar business, open for business in 2012. So today, currently, we're at 2022. I personally met Mercion in 2020. So you're looking at about 8 or 9 years that passed. And so from the point that I met him, which is about 2 years, bumping up on probably, over a year, probably going off into 2 years, he actually took, because you see on the screen, I'm a serial entrepreneur. We're not going to get off in all that. But anywho, he actually, y'all don't laugh at me. So, anywho, Toya is a friend. Let me just break this down really quickly if I can. She and I met.
They calling me Toya instead of Climaxxx, so y'all know they know me.
Okay, I'm sorry. Climaxxx. Okay, see that, y'all? See y'all? Okay, so you guys, she and I met through a pandemic. Okay, let me just break this thing all the way down. Everyone was at home. People were out of work. Y'all went through this with us. It was a lot of stuff going on. And so she and I actually met in a mutual group, and the group was designed to bring business owners together that may be experiencing some changes with the pandemic. We wanted to support other small businesses. So our whole focus in this group was to exchange business with each other. And so she had a product. I saw her strolling down. I was kind of trying to build a online business. Keep in mind, I would have never thought about an online business until my business got shut down during the pandemic. But anyway, she had a product, and I thought, you know what, I need that. I don't want to take any time like to make that. Let me hit this girl up and see if she'll make me buy 5 of these things. So anyway,
you ordered 16 damn roller trays.
Oh my God. Okay.
You showing my very first ever tray I ever made.
Oh, wow. So again, if you guys are listening to us, this is a show. You need to make sure that you're saving these phone numbers, these websites you're seeing on here. Do not sleep on what we're telling you, okay? And I'm not here. I would never just give people flowers or cheer for you when you don't, when you're not doing what you say you're doing. So anyway, she and I became friends. I actually started ordering stuff from her. And so as time go on, we started to get off online, and we started to actually text each other like we know each other, right? Like, hey girl, hey, And so this was like a virtual friend that I did not know. But the things that I ordered, she sent them to me. The things that she was interested in that I did, she would reach out to me. So that is what started this friendship that is solid as a rock today. So let me go further, because this gets really sweet. She actually introduced me, or we were just having a conversation one day about something, I don't remember, and she threw Mercion's name out. Again, y'all, I didn't know her from a hole in the wall in the beginning, nor did I know Mercion from a hole in the wall. So let me tell you how networking works. So since she did what she said that she would do, I knew that anyone that she would introduce me to, that he would do, or I knew in my heart that, you know what, I'm going to give her a fair shot because she did what she said she's going to do. She knows how I am. But so if she refers me, or if she, introduces me to another person in the network, then they're going to do that too. Okay. So moving right along. I actually, started talking to Mercion. She shared his information. He and I get on the phone. We just kind of chit chat a little bit, and he knew where I was at in business. And I ain't gonna lie, the same way Toya told y'all that he did her, he put a freaking fire behind my back end too. It is what it is. But I'm gonna just say this: whatever you want in life, if you're interested in building your own business or whatever you decide to do, just know I want you to keep that same momentum that you do for that 9 to 5, but I want you to add another 9 to 5 to it because you're gonna own it, okay? And so there were some challenges. There were some things that Mercion, I'm not going to say he challenged me to do them. He told me, you got to get this done. And so there were some terms that he threw out. There were some names that he threw out, and I'll throw them out there. Don's numbers, LLCs, business credit. There were some things that he said. Now keep in mind, I've been in business since 2011. I've got damn near 10 years in the game. And this man was still able to bring jewels to me. Now keep in mind, because Toya introduced me to him, I thought, he's not going to lead me the wrong way. So I'm going to be honest and tell the audience, I did what Mercion told me blindly. And that's what I want you guys to open yourself up to when you're doing business. If someone wants to help you, I know some of the things you may not be familiar with, some of the things you may not be comfortable with, but open yourself up because God will always, the high power, whatever, if you ask him for it, he will send it. Okay. And so again, some of the things that Mercion suggested, I'm like, oh, whoa, we going to do that? But we did it. Okay. So through a lot of phone calls, text messages that he probably didn't understand. Anyway, I follow his instruction. And I want you to know, I dropped the link just a little bit ago to my notary business. But anyway, Mercion and I work tirelessly on this notary business and another business that I'm not even going to talk about right now. But what I want you to know is that he established my business credit and took that business to a whole nother level. Okay. So what I'm explaining to you is that if I would have still done the business in the exact same form that I had done, because that's the only thing that I know. So business owners out there, if you're doing everything that you know how to do and it's still not moving, I'm going to challenge you to give Mercion a call or somebody in your local area, because guess what? Toya is great at graphic design. Tawana is great at whatever. Everybody has their own gift. Okay.
And I also work worldwide. It don't matter where you live.
Exactly. So you got a website, you got a phone number, you got a physical address. Shout out to Texas, shout out to Dallas, Houston. If you're in that area, I give you no excuse. But for those of you that are just like me, that are in another state, like Toya, and I am in another state, he still worked this thing as if he was on the side of me. Okay. And so I will say this, when it comes to getting your business to another level, I will say this also. Do not be afraid to open up that bank account. Okay. Don't be afraid to spend that money, because when you want to make money, you need to spend money. Okay. And Mercion is not going to look, he is not going to pat you on the back and coach you on what he's going to say. We got to get this done. Okay. And so there were some things again, and there were some challenges that I was like, oh my God, are you sure? But if he was sure, and Toya is my friend, she said she's sure, the only thing I could do was go on his instruction. So I am here to tell you today, based on what based on the instruction that Mercion gave me, because I was humble and I did what he told me to do, because I believed his expertise, because that was not my expertise. I did everything he told me to do. I went into that bank and I started to build business credit. And I want you to know that my Don's number is just about the highest number in a regular person's credit. And if you don't know what a Don's number is, you need to be calling him. Okay. Just straight up. If you don't know, you need to be calling him. And so, the power of networking is real. And again, don't throw out, I don't want any new friends, because you're looking at evidence right here on the screen. Neither of us knew each other, but we took a chance and we said, you know what? I'm going to give Mercion a chance. I'm going to give Toya a chance. I don't know these people, but I want to build my network. And in business, we risk things. If you're not ready to risk something in business, go back home and go where you're safe at and go to your job.
Yeah.
Go to your job where you're safe at, where they're going to give you a check every week and you're going to be a cow. Mercion, Climaxxx and we are bulls. We go through the stable and we kill everything. We don't stroll around like a cow, okay?
And also, have a thick skin.
Have a thick skin.
Have a thick skin. Because like I said, I love Tawana. I love Mercy to pieces. It's like my brother. I do. I've cried. I've talked my shit back. Because y'all know I'm not quiet. I don't care who you is. You could be Papa Biden. If I don't like it, I'm going to say, I'm going to talk my shit. I don't agree with this. And how you know I ain't doing this? And you ain't doing this, but you ain't here with me. You don't know. And then I be sitting all snotty nose and crying, and then I hang up the phone mad. I didn't even hit Tawana up. He over here on the phone trying to fuss at me and tell me this. Then she be like, "But sis, well, maybe I think I phoned you too, cause see right there." Then I get on the phone and I see her and I be like, I mean, I see what they said, but why they had to say it like that?
But okay. Well, let me say this. Let me throw this in. Okay, so in January, okay, it's the winter time. We're at home. Of course, we don't have this 1 hour ahead of us. You know, we're doing what we can do. Kind of things are slowed down. You know, Christmas is over. The holidays are over. And anywho, you shared with me that you wanted your numbers on your podcast to be a certain number. Okay, well, you told me what you want those numbers to be by your birthday and this sort of thing. And I confidently, I did not flinch. I told you. I said, sis, we'll be at 4K. And I know. If I could see your face on the other side of that phone, I know you were probably thinking to yourself, this girl is a fool. I know this girl tripping.
Y'all. I was just at probably about 3.2. My goal was to hit 4K by the second year. That was my goal. I just wanted to hit 4K. I just wanted to go up in the next. She was like, girl, we're going to be at hit 5K by the 4 years out. I'm like, oh, okay.
So with that being said, it is very important. It is very important to ask the God, the universe, whoever you believe in, ask God to send you some cheerleaders. Because see, I could cheer for you when you couldn't cheer for yourself. I confidently knew that we were going to get to this day. See, when you call me screaming on the phone, see, I didn't have to scream. Because see, I knew it that day. So God has.
I said, wait a minute. I went to bed on Easter Sunday at 4.2. I woke up, 2 days later, it was at 4.8, 4.9. I'm like, wait a minute. God,
right. I didn't need nothing. A piece of this recipe, one important piece of this recipe that I have to share is that even during the times in January, February, the weather is crazy, it's dark, people go through depression, all these things are going on. What did I share with you? I said, sis, keep going. I do not care if you don't have a topic. I don't care if you're not feeling well. I don't care if your life falling apart. You have no idea who was out there counting on here in Climaxxx, okay? So we went through this season. It wasn't a season, but we went through this month or month and a half where you and I were going through our own challenge. And it wasn't easy to get on podcasts. It was not easy. Cancellation, life happens. But I can almost guarantee you that the consistency is what made those numbers move the way they do. Exactly. So
even when I didn't want to get on camera. It was days like no one even knows. It wasn't no depression and then like that. I'm an empath. I'm a big empath. So a lot of things in the world also drain me a lot to where I just don't.
Oh yeah.
I would literally roll over in my bed, hit record audio, and just tell y'all what was on my mind. And it was probably about 7 minutes. That was Easter Sunday. It was 7 minutes long, and it shot from 4.2 to 4.9.
You have no idea who needed to hear what you said. I actually didn't even have a chance to listen to that podcast in particular. But what I'm telling you is that we have no idea who needs to hear what we're saying. So in a case for Mercion, where he is telling you that I can help you establish your business credit. I can help you obtain business credit. I can help you get those articles and incorporation done. Listen, the person that he's sharing this with, they may not have any idea what the outcome may be. The same way me and my husband walked into a bank based on everything he told us. Look, we didn't know what we were talking about from a hole in the wall, but all I know is that I had Mercion in my pocket and he told me to do this. If he told us to walk in here and break dance and do a Michael Jackson and back up, that's what we're going to do, right? And so exactly. And so, I mean, I know that's funny, but I want to sincerely tell the audience, that's all I knew is what he said. I didn't know anything else. All I knew is he gave me a direction. He gave me a script, and that's what I need to follow. And I want the audience to know that when we walked out that bank, they automatically approved us for X amount of dollars that we did not even need or care for today. I had to call Mercion and ask him, should I take it? I had to call him and say, is this real? Is this real?
One thing we don't guarantee for y'all also today when it comes to FCE, it's not a scam. This is not no pyramid scheme. This is not us trying to get you to go over there because he didn't promise us something. It's not a scam. Like, these are true reviews, true results. When I tell you I've been in the mud with this man since 2005. It got to the point okay, and I ain't even get to it, but let's get to the point of the fact where me sending, Kelly introduced us together when I needed my taxes done. I didn't know nothing. I was like, this man don't even live in Albany. Information. I don't know him. Everybody not secure lyric, Social Security number like a lottery ticket. Don't know, but everybody don't have access to that. And right. I don't know him, Kill. I'm telling you, if he messed me over, I'm getting you and him. Mind you, me and Candy had been the closest of friends. Me and your sister been friends way before I even knew you existed. So once I found out who you were to her, I was like, it was a wrap. Because I don't know if Candy ever told you, I met Candy in Albany and she was in damn Save-A-Lot. I saw her hair. I was like, oh, your hair's so pretty. You gonna come do mine? And that's literally how we connected. He came to my house to do my hair. From that point on, we've been stuck like glue. But what I'm saying is,
shout out to my sister Candy.
Yeah, shout out
to Candy. Yeah,
that's my baby.
And that's how you get this beautiful screen that you get. That's how you get all three of us connected. But I will sidebar and say this also when it comes to Mercion and when it comes to Climaxxx, when it comes to anybody. I'm going to say this all the way across the board. Do not think that you're going to call a Mercion, or do not think that you're going to call a Climaxxx and the things and the jewels that they drop that they're free. Because let me just tell you something. In the same token that I came to Mercion with my mess, and I call it a mess because my paperwork, the way my business was set up, it was a mess. I'm gonna be honest with you. And there are people that are listening to me right now. Yours is a mess too. Don't feel bad. Yours is a mess right now. Thankfully, he walked me out the mud. Okay. But what I will say is I could have not in a sane mind call Mercion and think that what he performed for me was free. Okay. Now I'm not gonna share with you what I paid him or whatever. I'm not gonna share with you, but I can tell you this as a business owner. I don't do things for free. Okay. And so as long as he promised me that what he was going to do was going to work and he did what he said on his end and I did what I said on my end, yeah. I can tell you that I ain't going to say pennies because some people may not be able to even afford that. But all I'm saying is you have to invest in yourself. Okay. Yeah. Scared money don't make no money. Okay. Right. So when he gave me them numbers, I'm going to be honest with you. I thought, oh, hell. So, that still didn't stop me. So I like to tell the audience, do not let money stop you. Money is just a tool. Okay. It's just a tool to crank the car up. We're going to another destination because the things that he walked me into, opening up business lines of credit, making myself look, my business speaks before I go in the bank today. Okay. Right. So the investment that I put into my business and, the money was the tool and Mercion was certainly the vehicle, right? It's taken me to a lot of destinations and we're just starting. So if you have a business, then I will say this too, and I'm not going to get off into this a lot, but if you're a business and you're always on Facebook and you're not getting any sales or or you're a business and you're actually doing well, but you just want to get to that next level. Let me tell you something. It is super important to get your business structured correctly. And you got this man on the screen. I did not know him. Thank God, Climaxxx introduced me to him. You have a whole platform that you're watching us on where we're giving you free game. And I would not dare give somebody a review if they didn't do what they said. I wouldn't even be on the screen with him. I promise you, I would say, I'm not getting on there with him because he lied to me. He didn't come through. I would not even be on here. Okay. And
that always brings it back to why I do this. Like I tell everybody, I was inspired to do a podcast. One, because I love the 85 South show. 3 guys sitting on there having the ball, kicking the shit, uncut. And I was like, I would love, and don't get me wrong, I just said it last podcast. I'm still looking for co-hosts because I would love to have that vibe, even though we're not in the same place. But the reason I made this platform was a couple of reasons. One, when the book came out, I got a story to tell. It was talking about my childhood abuse, my childhood trauma. There's a lot of people out there sitting at home right now listening today that has went through stuff where we was raised to brush it up under the rug, keep it in the house. Baby, we grown. We are allowed to talk about those traumas and things that happen to us because can't nobody come get us. I'm not saying sign a Me Too petition, but I'm saying you need to normalize. It's okay to talk about things that happen in your childhood, because my book is doing numbers because I put my life into a book, and all my reviews talk about people saying, "Oh, you were brave. Thank you for talking about it. This needs to be discussed." Yeah. That was the main reason of my platform. I went from there to, okay, I'm a business owner. Ain't nobody calling me for no promo, no free promotion, and trying to get me to come see what I'm doing. Let me turn the tables around. Let me 85 South Show. When I see them, they got a whole spotlight where they do spotlights on different business owners. So I took heed of that and said, okay, let me start spotlight people. I got all these people on my Facebook page that saying, just started my business. I hope y'all want to support me. So I'm reaching out to y'all, and I'd say this every podcast. You can't say, I want more followers, I want more customers, I want more traffic. And then when I reach out to you, it's, oh, girl, I don't like being on camera, and I don't know how. It's not going to work.
Right.
Quit talking about me.
No, I'm not, boo. But I tell you all the time, I'm lying.
I'm just playing, Steve.
What I will say about me, I'm still a work in progress, because I'm not that. I honestly, I don't know if I need to change my mentality or not. I'm gonna let my numbers guide my friend tell me. But I don't wake up every day saying, "Oh Lord, please buy some." Oh, I hope they buy some today. I don't have that. I'm sorry, I don't wake up with that. I wake up, I do what I need to do for promotion and all that stuff there, and I let that thing do what it do.
Do what it do.
I'm from the street, from being a child, being child abuse, to being a stripper, to being I've got street sense. So I'm not finna beg you, because all money ain't good money.
Yeah.
If you want to order something from me, but then you hit me with oh, that's how much it is. Well, I do it, but I thought it was gonna be. We already at a bad point.
Yeah. And see, I'm glad you said that. I done did all types of business, right? When you price yourself low, people don't take you serious. Trust me, I done tried different things. When you set your price where people say, whoo, can we work something out? They add more value to it. They're like, can we negotiate? And there's nothing wrong with negotiating, going back and forth, but you got to hold your grounds at some point to know that you value. I'm finna bring value. See,
you're absolutely right.
You have to pay X, Y, Z, whatever you're gonna pay. Because remember, I can't uneducate y'all. Like if I gave you some game, I can't ungame you, right? So once it's there, it's there. And like Tawana said, she did some stuff. And she paid a fee and she had to think about it. But when she done, but now she can walk into any bank in America or worldwide at that point with the DUNS number and walk out there with more money than what she expect. Right?
And see,
so that paid for itself anyway.
My thing be, I want people to understand, when I wasn't at the level I'm at now, and you were able to order something cash out me. That was during my in the mud. It wasn't no shipping and handling. It wasn't no taxes attached to that. It was a set price I gave you. You cashed out me, and that was it. Well, it's different now. I got a whole website which gonna charge you tax, which gonna charge you shipping and handling. I can't negotiate.
And not only that, let me.
I got coupons that I give out on my page for few people that subscribe. If you're a first time buyer and you spend a certain amount, it takes off your shipping and handling. So it's certain things that I do, but to constantly come back to me back and forth and saying, "Oh, when I got to the cart, it was this much. So can I work something out?" I'm not there yet. I can't work.
So let me piggyback off that a little bit. And so for me, let me tell you what ended up happening to me. Okay, so in a situation where we're talking about, maybe offering a customer maybe a discount or maybe let me tell you what actually happened to me. When I first started the online business, you got to think about my physical brick and mortar business was closed down. So I actually wasn't working. I wasn't doing hair. I'm not in there doing, because we're in a pandemic, right? And so the way I structured this business is that you can only access me online. So let me tell you what it done for me current day. Now that everything is up and running and everything is moving, I can't have people at my access like that every day. So it's not about the money, but I have to streamline everything because I'm a serial entrepreneur. I don't have time to answer frequently asked questions. I don't have time to answer shipping. I don't have time to answer. I put everything there so you can see it. Right, because I'm not at your access. I cannot be accessed like that. So it's, very important to structure your business in a manner that not only is it convenient, but also for yourself. You don't have time. Mercion don't have time. Look, I text Mercion sometime, honey. He'll say, I'm gonna call you back. I'm gonna call you in a minute. That call may be
Let me say something. He can't tell me I'm sorry. I throw a whole tantrum every time. And I know
but I do know that there are people out there that are needing Mercion, and they need him, like they need him right there at that moment, because it's a critical thing that he's taking care of for them. So Tawana gotta wait for a second, and that's completely okay. So the way that I understood the way his business was structured in the beginning, you know, when you know the way something is done in the beginning, you already know the end result. And so the way I structure my website, the thing chats back with you. It's talking back to you. Tawana don't have time for that, because Tawana's doing somebody's hair. Tawana's on Climaxx's podcast. So I cannot do that. Okay. So I will say this when it comes back in terms of money. When it comes back down to the money, when I was talking about the investment, when you're serious about your business, you got to be willing to invest in it. Okay. So when Mercion explains that he cannot uneducate me, you cannot also unfriend me easily. We gonna be friends.
That's
okay?
Right. That's
so
right.
That investment that I made, not only can he not take the knowledge back, he cannot get Climaxx and Tawana out his pocket. He may as well just tell his friends to be friends with us. You know what I'm saying?
And that shit comes down for me when I say, oh, he'd be like, I'm gonna hit you back. And I'd be looking at my phone like, ugh. You gonna hit me back. I know you said you gonna hit me back, but what I had to ask you was, you still gonna get this question.
So at this point,
and that's what I tell you about. Like, send me a text message, send me an email. I'm like, y'all help make me busy. Then when I get busy, you won't throw a tantrum. I'm like, you help me do this problem.
Y'all know I hate texting. I like talking texting. I be want to hear y'all voice.
The same way you actually
and that is frustrating sometimes too, huh?
I said, and the same way she wants me on screen with her right now. She know I'm tired as heck because I've been doing hair all day long. You know, that brick and mortar business is up and running now, and I'm tired. You know what I'm saying?
Come on and be like, well, I don't want to get on camera because that one girl, you ain't Tawana. Everybody else got to be on camera.
Oh my God!
Just say it.
So y'all, let's talk about this. Let's talk about how your network actually will not only become your friend, but it will also, in some terms, become your pusher and your motivator. So at this point, for me personally, Climaxxx and Mercion have become not only what I would describe as a network. I really consider y'all, you know, friends, right? Yeah. And so let me share where I'm going with this. Sometimes I will talk to Mercion, and the focus of this conversation is point A. But before we get off the phone, we at number 9. We're at P, right? Mm-hmm. And so I have learned at this point that there are some things that Mercion may not be, you know, necessarily 100% interested in. But when I start talking about it, he's like, oh, okay. There are some things that Climaxxx may not necessarily have thought about. But when I start talking about it, she's like, you know what? I never thought about it that way, right? So for example, during the winter time, when things were kind of dark and things were going on, you know, in my opinion, you were not pushing that book like you supposed to be pushing it. So you know me, I got up under your ass like white. I put a fire up on it. I was on your ass like white on rice. Like, what are you doing? And I'll be dog. In about 2 weeks, this girl got Barnes and Noble pictures. So again, we have to be thankful for, even though sometimes some of the things.
I got it.
Absolutely. Range it. Come on with it. So, you know, there are sometimes, you know, that Mercion may not be having the best day. There are sometimes that Climaxxx may not be having the best day. There are sometimes that Tawana got so much on her back, you heard me last week, my central air and heat unit, my stove, my everything done went out. But I needed I need Climaxxx, I need Mercion to say, it's going to be okay, sis. So get you some friends that will let you know, even in your darkest time, it's going to be okay, because I'm going to shoot a B12 shot in your behind and we got to get going, okay?
That's right.
So your number 5.2 does not surprise me. I will forecast right now, and look, don't buck your eyes, don't get scared, but I would not be surprised.
For it, baby. I'm ready.
You know my projections be on point. Don't be surprised if at the end of the year we ain't at 10K. That don't surprise me.
That's right. That's right. 10K.
And I'm on top of it, say 11.
That's right.
Come on with it, sis. Come on with it.
which further brings me to, like I keep telling y'all. Now, Mercion, you want to hear when I told her? So in honor of me hitting 5K when I was on a podcast with her last week, I offered up 5 free promo spots. As of today, all 5 have been booked.
See what I'm saying? Y'all move it. Y'all move it.
Blow that whistle.
Come on, where that whistle at? Come on.
Where that whistle at?
Come on.
All 5 has been booked. But because of as of today, I'm at 5.2. I added an extra 2 spots of free promo. So that's
and I'm telling you, the promos work. You meet great people like Tawana, and I like talking to her and her family, and like we just call and kick it. Like, and that's the power of networking, like she was just speaking of. I mean, just kicking it because you get to meet other people and see what's going on in their world, hear what's going on in their world, and that be very therapeutic for me. I like to see, Toy, what you doing? What you got going on?
And he don't fuss all the time, y'all. He do call me.
No, only when y'all act like the man. Only when y'all act like y'all ain't more important than the man. That's when y'all will push that button. But you know, yeah, the man can't be more important.
Basis and just be like, "How you doing? How Lyric doing?" And we talk. Then see, this is what I've learned because I don't do it no more. But I've learned. I tell them the good stuff, how the family doing and everything. Then I might just throw it, be like, "Some man." In the beginning, I used to be like, "Oh man, this stuff hard," because I thought, for some reason, the brother had get thrown over there in the yeah, the reason it ain't working is because you ain't doing this. And if you was doing, I'd be like,
well, hey, Toya knows I got to see stuff on paper. I remember one time, Toya, one time you called and you was complaining. And then she was like, "Oh, I need this. I need X." I forgot what she said. I need $1,500 for something. And this and that. I said, Toya, you don't want it. Yes, I do. You tell me what I want. I say, well, let me see it on paper because it ain't on paper. It ain't real. Toya wrote that on paper. And what happened either that same day or that next day?
Climaxxx Zone funded.
He got funded. What she wanted. She got funded. Either that same day or that next day, Tawana.
Thank you for making her accountable. Because that's one of the things that our friend, a true friend, a real friend, is gonna make you. They're gonna make you accountable. And Toya, Climaxxx, you know that when you want an opinion about anything, you're gonna hit me up. Do we agree on everything?
No, that's
we're gonna get upset about
podcast and the best friend discussions. I don't want a yes sir, yes ma'am ass friend. I don't want a friend that tell me what I want to hear because they scared to hurt my feelings. No, let me have these are why these are true friendships. When we can get to the point where you break me down to me crying and me still trying to go back and forth with you and prove my point, but at the end of the day, when I hang up and play back what we just talked about and you were completely right, those are the friends I need. I'm spoiled, don't get me wrong, but don't baby me to the point where you're failing me.
Yeah, and don't get it twisted. When you're getting on somebody, it's not getting on them. You're getting on that entrepreneur spirit that's in them.
Absolutely.
You know, because there's a difference. Like I don't have any reason, or we have no reason to like personally get on each other or put each other down because we ain't got time for that and ain't what business and just family do. But that entrepreneur, that go-getter, that put that fire, we all need that. And I need it because sometimes I hear y'all talking about stuff and doing stuff, and I'd be like, okay, let me go ahead and keep stepping it up because you're always gonna go through stuff and you don't know it all. That's why I stay studying and reading for to benefit everybody who don't have time for it.
He's never gotten on me on personal shit.
Yeah.
We talk about personal shit, and he just let me pop my shit and rant and be like, you know what I'm saying? Well, sis, what you want me to do, or you need me to do? What's going on? But I would have to step into that ring about what I want to do in business or what I think I was. There ain't no such thing. I'm at from 2005 to 2022. I don't even have permission to call this man and say, "Well, I was thinking about doing it." No.
Where's the plan? Where's the plan? Where's the idea? And I will say this. One time, Mercion and I, we were talking about something that, you know, he and I had planned on getting done. You know, we made a timeline. And so he asked me a question. I don't remember exactly how he prefaced it, but he asked me how long had I been in business. And when I told him whether he thought it, you know, whether he thought I felt the way that I felt in that moment or not. When he said what he said, it ignited something in me. He said just as simple. He didn't say it loud. He didn't change his tone. He didn't say anything. He simply said, dang, you've been in business that long? Oh my God, you can easily do that. So for me, it wasn't one of those things like, oh my God, I'm so happy he said that. I felt like he kicked me straight in the tail. Like, you mean to tell me you've been doing this long and you didn't do that? So we need people to let us know. See, Mercion is an expert at what he does. I'm an expert at what I do. You're an expert at what you do. But we're collectively not experts at all of them at the same time.
That's
so
right.
when he tells me,
somebody.
You can always learn from somebody. So just to piggyback off that just a little bit, for those of you that are watching us, that are watch this replay later or whatever, let me make this very clear too. In business, we can be friends. Like we've come together and actually become friends, but actually it started with networking. But let me say this. There are times when, Climaxxx will hit me up and say, hey, I need you on this podcast with me tonight. I'm going to be honest with you. In that moment, I don't have time. In that moment, my hair all over the place. In that moment, but listen, let me be clear with you. If I can push her and I can tell her that we're going to get to these numbers, then I need to be an instrument and try to help my friend network and do this. Okay. So for those of you that are looking at us right now, I want you to know that Toya's podcast will be at 10K or 20K. And I'm just going to go and forecast this. But what I will say is, don't wait till she get the 10K or 20K to want to jump on this bandwagon. Because let me tell you who she's going to remember. She's going to remember Mercion. She's going to remember Tawana. You're going to pay.
Remember that today's price is not tomorrow's price.
You better believe it. So, look, people need to be, they need to be conscious of the fact that you cannot use and pull people when it's good for you. If Mercion is building up a trucking company and he's telling you that, listen, I can get your authority, because he's right. Normally, a trucking company is not going to take you serious unless you had that authority in place for 90 whole days. And he knows what I'm talking about. MC numbers, USD. He knows this, right? We're talking about something totally different. But what I'm saying is, don't wait until it's good for you. If there's somebody that you can support right now, the same way we're on your podcast, support those people right now. You have no idea what you're putting in the ground. When we're doing business, let's be fair. Let's be fair. What you put in something, you get out of it. Don't wait till Toya get to 25 or 50K and be like, hey, sis, I want to get on there with you. Where were you at when I was begging you when I had two? Where were you at?
Because right now it's $40 for 45 minutes and $80 for an hour.
And I'm not even going to tell you how much I charge for somebody to talk to me for 30 minutes. I'm not. You can go on my website and see what I charge.
Today's price. That's today's price. I'm just
exactly.
That's right.
Now, before we get to the end of this show, I have two things. For one, of course, I got my hot seat questions. You're going to have to answer them. Yeah, I'm shuffling.
Oh, my.
But I have something to share with my friend Mercion that I have not shared with him. And I want you to see it for yourself. Today is my 9-month anniversary. So this is a shout out to you too, sis. Today is my 9-month anniversary. And a lot of people don't think I take it seriously. But when I say dearly beloved, dearly beloved, today is my 9-month anniversary of being a certified minister. I'm a word that minister. I play a lot of games, but I can virtually counsel you, I can virtually marry you, and I can put these hands on you and baptize you. I'm gonna be what your pastor can't be, and I'm gonna be unapologetically me. I'm just telling y'all.
Come on,
you go, girl.
So you can get married and have some clothes designed at the same time.
I can marry you in any state. I can come to you and marry you.
So let me tell you,
virtually.
Let me tell you how beautiful. We got to talk about how beautiful networking is. Okay, not to talk about me. Okay, but you know that I own a mobile notary business, and okay. So with that being said, what she just threw out, I've been an ordained minister for 9 months. Do you know how easy it is for me to add her information to my website if a person needs counseling? If you need do you know how it doesn't matter that she's not in the state that I'm in? Do you know how easy it is for me to add to my website that you need to go and follow? You need to contact FCE Enterprises WithHolding. So again, when it comes to the power of networking, you better ask God to send you some good friends. You better ask God, or the higher power, whatever you believe, ask God to connect you with the right people, because us three right here on this screen, I'm not being funny. I'm being absolutely honest. The power of us on this screen is astronomical. Astronomical. Whether people look at us, whether you see it tomorrow or whatever, but if you're in business, you got a graphic artist, you got an ordained minister, You got a mobile notary. You got dispatch. You got truck. You got credit. Come on now. Come on.
Oh yeah, bro. I'm sorry. I'm also the owner of publishing at Climaxxx Music. Yeah.
See?
Oh yeah. Oh, that's what I'm talking about. See?
I'm sorry. I've been busy.
And then people don't even understand. It's hard to get a notary to want to do that. A notary is an officer of the court. Those documents, once you sign and stamp it, you know,
sign and seal.
That sign and seal. And so you need that for court. You need that for proof of stuff. So now when we network, we can go to us and say, well, who can do this and who can do that? And that's what the network brings together.
And I ain't did it yet, but people is in the making. All my people that want to write books for the first time. Yeah, that Climaxxx Designs publishing is coming too, so I can go in.
You see, yeah, that's fine.
See, we can do this all day long. We can do it. And
I wrote my book. I designed my own cover. I published my own book. So I'm just saying, you don't
and it's in Barnes and Noble.
And it's in Barnes and Noble.
And it's in Barnes and Noble.
Shout out to Victorville, California. You know what I'm saying? I'm working on everywhere else, but I know for a fact in Victorville, California, you ain't gotta wait on me, baby. You can go on up in there and back. You ain't gotta contact unless you want it autographed. But the one that's in there, I autographed it before I left. So it's cool. You go get your book.
The power of entrepreneurship, the power of networking is real. And so when we talk about even notarizing, when it says that I'm an officer of the court, let me tell you something beautiful about notarizing that people don't even realize. I am a public servant. I don't have to charge anybody to notarize their documents. I'm a public service the same way you are. You're an ordained minister. We serve in all kind of capacities. But let me just go back and show you again an example of networking. Okay, there were a few documents that Mercion instructed me that I needed to complete, that I knew that if I had a notary, if I had it notarized, of course it looks official, right? So let me tell you how my mind works. My mind said, you know what? You have the #1 notary service in your county. Can't nobody top you, right? But it's still an opportunity for you to put somebody on because you're responsible for that. I have the gift of being an entrepreneur, and I owe my community that, and I owe my network that. So, you know, let me tell you what I did. I thought about it really quick. There's a guy around here. In the beginning, it seemed like that he was copying everything I was doing. I'm thinking, dang, he used my captions and everything. I said, you know what? But he still seemed like he a good dude or whatever. So I called him or whatever. And I said, listen, brother, I need you to notarize a document for me. Well, he was so blown away over the phone because it was me. I said, what do that mean? He was like, you have no idea. Like, I worship you. I was like, what? Right. So anyway, he said, let me tell you something. I will come to you. I will notarize some documents. And I got like 3 questions that I need your help on. I said, absolutely. So he met me at the location that I was at. He notarized the documents, even though he told me that he didn't want any money. I said, no, sir. I'm going to pay you the same way somebody pays me. Somebody need to know you need to pay your people what they worth, okay? Yes. I don't care if he told me that he was going to give it to me for free. I knew that normally I get paid doing this, and I want you to be paid, brother. So after we notarized those documents, some of the documents that Mercion instructed me to do, current day, I mentor him at least 1 time a week. There are several notary jobs that he cannot do because he does not have the background. He doesn't know the legalities behind it. Yeah. Who do he send that work to and that money to?
Come on now.
Y'all better stop being scared of networking with people. You better stop. This man told me, he said, first of all, when I started off and when I thought about being it, you were the only person that cycled in my mind. He said, I was just so afraid to talk to you. He said, I was just so afraid. He said, but would you not know? He said, I was at my job. That day you called me, your number, it ID'd on my phone. He said, I almost had a heart attack. Like, oh my God, did I do something wrong? And I was like, no, brother, I need you. So anyway, today, current day, I have added him to my website as a supplemental notary. So just in case when I go on vacation, brother, I need you to get some food too. I want you to eat too. When you give,
help people.
You can't. Let me tell you something. I have given my way out of a lot of situations in my life. When I am openly humble, when I openly give, when I'm openly sincere, God opens up the gates of heaven for me. Don't be scared that somebody else gonna make some money off of you, man. They print money every day. Money ain't even worth the cotton it's printed on. Give somebody else a chance. That's
right. It's all about the networking and energy, because you know the day that money switch over and it be all about something else, you're gonna need a powerful network to survive till everything switch over anyway.
Exactly. Before I get to these questions, let me do another sponsorship. Shout out to my girl Hope.
So you telling me y'all ain't never heard of the Climaxxx Zone? The Climaxxx Zone is like a kickback that you don't have to get dressed and leave the house for. You might drink, you might smoke, but you're definitely gonna have a good time. From honest opinions to spilling the tea to celebrity gossip to parenting, relationships, family discussions, the Climaxxx Zone is a place for everyone to unwind, relax, let loose a little, and laugh a whole lot. So if you're like me and you want to socialize without actually having to socialize, tune in to the Climaxxx Zone on Saturdays at 4 p.m. Pacific Time, 7 p.m. Eastern.
I know that time's going to change because I'll be busy. Right now, we do Saturdays and Sundays. But also stay tuned for my ladies because y'all know I've been doing my nails now for about 2 years now. So them press-ons coming, I'm going to go ahead and shit, and I'm going to go ahead and put them on the website.
Okay.
You don't want to do nothing. Climaxxx designs will never be done. Again, let's go back to 2005 upon me meeting Mercion. Let's go back to me starting the Climaxxx designs at first for 2015. Mind you, I got my graphic design degree 2016. But I started the business in 2015. And when I started the business, I told Mercion, I'm a graphic designer. I just want to make shirts. I want to customize shirts. I want to do shirts. Let's fast forward to today. Thanks to Mercion, thanks to California's great legal sativa, I now have over 53 products.
Congratulations on that.
I say over 53, y'all, because I promise y'all, call it lays with. I'm not finna count. I'm tired. I know it's 53 and it's some more. And I have no point of stopping. I just don't want to go and sit there and count everything I got. Everything ain't even on the website. That's just where we at. I just go in there every couple of months and switch out some and put some more because it's a lot, and I don't plan on stopping. Like, I want more. I want to get syndicated. I want this thing to turn up to me having a good male and female host up here so I can have opinions of everybody. I just want this to get to the point where they be like, so which studio do you want to tape it in? Like which one you gonna
So Mercion, always know that you and I are premium members because we were here when it started, baby.
That's right.
Okay.
Time stamp this. We're gonna time stamp this and notarize it tomorrow.
Stupid. Okay. So I got 4 questions for the hot seat, Mercion. You cannot pass. These questions are not passed. So before I start on the business aspect, go ahead and tell these people anything else you want to tell them. Because now we're gonna get to the chill part.
Power of networking. Like these great women said, make sure you power the networking. Ask a lot of questions, call, interview. Even if it ain't me, definitely have somebody to work on your credit, study business credit. Shout out to my whole staff at the FCE administration. Irene, Raya, Otis, Tyrone, everybody. Jaden Joint Trucking, shout out to those guys and everybody, and all the owner operators on the authority, all y'all, shout out. They crazy. All my family, shout out to everybody in my family, Candy, friend. I got a lot of family for everybody in Florida. I got a big family, so big network. So shout out to my whole network, everybody I done business with. Shout out to y'all. So it's too many people to name. So just shout out to everybody who can hear this.
Okay. These are just scenario questions. These are my topic starters sometimes. After 20 years of marriage, your spouse says they are attracted to the same sex and want to explore that with you. What happens next?
We bring in that partner.
That's easy for the man to say. So easy for the man to say.
Happy wife, happy life.
For a man.
Happy wife, happy life. Happy wife, happy life.
Okay, so if when I'm in that relationship and my he'll be like, so
I think after 20 years anyway, you so tight with each other. You're so tight with each other, Toy. There's a lot of stuff you done beat each other up on all that time.
Want to put in to shoot their shot. Let's fast forward to 20 years down the line when you tell me you interested to the same thing. I'm like, for real? Let me gather your things.
I'm like you, Toya. I can't do it. In his
you
position.
Bring that nasty thing back over here. After you been over there with.
Oh my God!
After 20 years, we going raw. So now you can go and bring. I believe you. Go fulfill your dreams and your fantasies.
Tawana said new friends is fine. That's what she said.
But tomorrow,
wait a minute, Marcel. We got some boundaries. Wait a minute on the female end. Wait a minute.
Next question. You inquire about the number of sexual partners your significant other has had, and the number is way higher than you expect. Would this change anything? Explain.
Well, it's too late now. I mean, it's too late.
On that one.
I mean, it's too late. I mean, it really, you'll never know that number. But if she was open and told you, I mean, if you love that person, I mean, it's too late now. I mean, is you talking about a new?
Yeah, once we together, your whole facts kind of disappear. As long as you still like that whole do it.
Yeah. I mean, hope that number increased while you were with me. You know, is those prior numbers or during numbers, Toy? You got to be specific.
It said, let me see. You inquire about the number of sexual partners your significant other has had. So has had.
Yeah.
That's the past, yeah.
Okay. I think more people get hurt after it may have happened.
Just let me know this number don't mean it's a heads up to let me know what type of person you is. Don't be telling me number so don't be mad if you cool it. Now, is you through or is you done?
Right, that's the main question.
That's the question.
That's the real question. You do it, you done.
Your significant other cheats. How could they earn your trust back?
I'm a Virgo, so I can't answer that like everybody else can.
I'm a Virgo. You already know that.
I'm a Virgo. We're a different breed than everybody.
I'm a Pisces. Once you cheat, let me help you gather your stuff.
Yeah.
That's my go-to for every fucked up thing you do. Let me help you gather your
we love too hard and we too prideful. And
I love hard, but see, here's the kicker. That's probably why I'm single to this day. Because see, when it's my turn, I don't play fair. So that's why it's either gather your things or buckle up. Because when it's my turn, you went and cheated, and maybe she gave you some head. Maybe she gave you some more. You cheated like that.
Is that really cheat? I'm just asking. Is that cheat?
Oh my goodness.
I'm just asking.
Look,
it is. Okay.
Look, it is. Her mouth should be nowhere near. But since you got oral, I'm so petty as a Pisces. I'm gonna go get oral. He gonna hit that thing for the back. I'm gonna get him some oral, and we might even do it raw.
Hey,
see, that's why I say a woman can't really cheat because it's cut too deep. Cut too deep. You see what she just said? That's why a woman, it ain't. Yeah, it's different if a man do it.
But not only that, you know, men.
You on y'all. See, they be like, we done stole they puppy when we
exactly, because you know they'll do anything to us, right? They will do anything to us. The first time they see a message in our phone, they want to fight, start shooting. They want to start everything.
Some of their favorite go to it, man, it didn't even mean that. It was just sex.
Exactly, child.
Because you nut with me too. So both of them made you nut.
Man, I don't even like her like that. It wasn't even like that. You know.
What do you like that? What do you like that?
I was just fucking her. I was making love to you. But both times you must have nut. So just saying, we still got something coming.
Them Pisces and Virgos. You know, you look. That was out of your range to even give me a shot because I'm a bull. I'm a Taurus. You know, you don't fool with us at all, but mess around and got a friend like me, then.
I don't give too much profit to Mercion. You know who Grasshopper is. I don't give too much profit to the Grasshopper. But that was a whole Taurus. She killed it for y'all. But you and Cherry, y'all snuck up under the little.
Let me and Cherry through. Let us redeem ourselves. Now we can do it.
All y'all Taurus women ain't trifling ass, pick me ass bitches. You know what I'm saying? So y'all done redeemed. Just y'all two. I don't want no more. Shout out. I don't want no more Taurus female friends.
You hear Mercion? You see how she do it?
I'm good. Yeah, I see that. I'm good. Rank these in order of importance: mother, best friend, child, spouse. Spouse who is not your child's parent. So it's mother, best friend, child, spouse who is not your child's parent.
Who is not your child parent? Hold on. You say mother, best friend, spouse who is not your child parents.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't say wife or you didn't say wife in that.
I think basically they said mother, best friend, child, and we're just gonna say significant other.
Probably it's probably gonna be child, mother, spouse. You talking about like husband and wife, or just a spouse?
Girlfriend, or
you know you got to be that.
Yeah, they said spouse, so it got to be your husband or your wife. So
spouse, dang, that's crazy. It's kind of even hard to even answer that one because that's because you know you got to you think about a child, you know that speak for itself. Then, but your spouse, you're supposed to put none before your spouse.
What?
Like Kanye West.
You see what I'm saying?
I'll finish, but I ain't got no spouse, so lyric come top. I don't fuck with Mother Dearest, so my best friend gonna come, and we good. We good. We good. We good.
My. That's a hard.
I'm let Tawana go first. I'm let Tawana.
It's not. I'm not on the hot seat.
Oh.
Tawana, what's your answer? So we got
okay. So let me take a child totally out, and so let me explain to you why I take a child.
Question.
No, I'm gonna tell you why a child wouldn't even be in my line of even thinking. So me as a mother, my son is 19 years old. So at this point, I understand that my son will have to live a life on his own. One day he will have a wife. He will have children. Don't get me wrong. I'm going to give my son every opportunity. Honey, you know he get over on me, girl. You know how I be doing it, you know, right? But at the end of the day, when it comes to my husband over my son, don't get me wrong. I'm not going to let my son go without anything, but my husband worships me. That's the one considers everything. My son don't give a, I ain't saying like that. But look, when he want what he want, he want what he want. My husband's always going to consider me. He's going to consider me. And then, you know, when we go back to biblical terms, the Bible tells you, you know, once you, I don't want to quote this verse, you know,
on this ordained minister's line.
Okay, honey, because you know I can't quote it verbatim anyway. But anyway, it basically says that, you know, when you're a child, you're a child. But once you become an adult, or once you become that, you are that. So today, current day, it would have to be my husband. It would have to be him, because he's gonna have to be there when everything falls to shit. My mama, my son, everything. He's gonna be the one that have to baby me and wipe these tears up after everybody that pull, you know what I'm saying.
Definitely. When push comes to shove, like I said, when I get that husband, is you there? Is you
girl? He listening to us. Come through, husband. He listening.
Husband. Of course he will come first, because yes, when you marry your husband or your wife, you become one, and you
become one. Yeah.
So yeah, trust. And by that time, Galera got 4 more years. That's probably what y'all waiting on. I already know y'all waiting to act right as these 4 years. Because right now, within these 4 years, all y'all chop liver. Like, I'm gonna tell y'all the truth and nothing but the truth. So none of y'all hit no shit. Lyric runs this house. She runs it. If you come through here and she side eye you after you speak, you could be the richest man in the world. She said no. It's a wrap. Because at the end of the day, she's gonna be here when everybody else want to date and mingle and no.
And at this point, my son don't care. As long as he got a nice car, honey, he got gas in that car, child, that phone working, he got internet, child, girl, he don't give a damn about me. But as long as that car drive and he think it's cool and he think he don't contact me unless there's trouble or we need money. Other than that, child, he'll walk by me like he don't even see me unless I've been gone for way too long.
At one point, mine told me she didn't even want to get her license until she was 21, and I was like, why? She was like, because you're going to take me everywhere.
Yeah.
Now the other day we was talking and she was like, oh, I can't wait to get to drive to school. I'm like, for real? You ready to learn? 15 this year. 15, Mercion. That's another thing.
That's crazy. 15.
She was born in 2007.
Yeah, that's what I say. 15 already. That's crazy. That's gonna be fine.
This is, she grew up with you. Like, this is like, man, now she finna be a whole high school. And then I told y'all the story where I told her, well, after school, you're gonna have to get on the school bus and walk home because the bus stop is right down the street. Little mom was like, ew, what you mean walk home? What's that? Baby,
and I knew she wasn't gonna do that anyway. You know you finna get up in the morning and drop off at that front door.
I'm like, come on. I created it. Like, damn, that's what I get. Look, I like to call you Mercion. I'm an hour early at the school, waiting on her to get out of school. First time in line. Now that shit hit me back. walk. Ew. What's that? I don't do that. Oh my God. You broke up with your significant other less than a week ago, and they are already in another relationship. What does this most likely mean?
They was already in a relationship.
Bingo!
You was just there. You was just there.
All the time, because see, let me speak on this. So what had happened was, okay, so there's a lot of times that I be conversating. I'm gonna say y'all because y'all know who y'all are. I be conversating, and it do be folks on the bench, like, so you talk to somebody. I'm like, yeah, you know, hey, I'm trying to see what's going on with, you know, so. Well, I'm gonna sit over here. I ain't gonna stop. If he fuck up, that ain't my fault that they waiting in the limelight for you to fuck up. Now, when you
that ain't right. That ain't
you
right.
You said relationship though. You said relationship.
Yeah,
like in my case, I ain't being funny. But let me tell you something. I ain't sitting up here waiting on nobody to crank my tracks anyway, because it's too much money to be made. Let me tell you something. When I was single, I'm gonna tell you something. When I was single, and this was one of the things that was really a big challenge to any man that I dated or whatever. Let me tell you something. When that sun come through that wonder, baby, I cannot sit up in this bed and lay up with you. I don't give a damn what you got or what you got between your legs. It's some money out there, and it ain't in this damn bed. You got that? So a man could never tell me that, okay, well, okay, I broke up with that guy, and the next week or 2 weeks I'm in a relationship. First of all, dude, even if I was just kicking it with you, we ain't in no relationship, man. You don't even know me like that. You got to know that when that sun cracks through that wonder, and I feel like everybody else out there getting them some money, baby, I got to go. I don't care what you finna do to me. Baby, you can lick it like a neck bone, baby. You've been starving for 10 years. Baby, I got to go. I will be back the whole way you at right there.
That's where the problem lies for me. It's not even a problem for me. It's really amusing to me now, because I've had people in my past tell me, oh, you gonna forever be single because you so independent. It's like it come off masculine because you already doing everything. You can't get mad at me because when you met me, I'm up here. And when I have a conversation with you about shit, you telling me, you sure? Because that sound like a lot. Nigga, it ain't a lot of work because I'm already up here. You down there, you looking up there, your neck hurt. So to you, it seems like I can't achieve them dreams because you ain't over there. I'm not in a race. I'm not, when I look when I'm open to relationships, I'm not looking for your bank account. I'm not looking for what you got. I've been on survival mode since I was 14. I've been getting out the mud. So what a lot of people claim they're not attracted to, just because you say we're in a relationship, I don't go. Okay, you my man? I'm your woman? Okay. So I need this. I need that. Give me this. Give me that. Give me that. I'm not going to have my hand out with you because everything that I got and maintain, I'm maintaining it as a single person.
So let's loop this around when it comes in terms of business. And Mercion could probably agree with me on this or disagree. It's all good. Okay, so when it comes in terms of business, when I was single, there were things that I could achieve being single that I cannot achieve being married. So you look, I did not like men associated with me. I don't care if me and you was humping and bumping last night. I don't care what we was doing tomorrow, baby. Let me say something. If you see me in the street, don't pull up beside me. Don't come up, babe, don't do none of that shit. Cause let me tell you something. You don't know who else looking at me, so bag up. Okay, I'm not married to you. I don't owe you anything. I'm not finna call your phone. I'm not calling your baby mama. I don't make prank calls. I don't follow up behind you. Do none of that. So please give me the same respect. Now, don't get me wrong. Being married is a total different ball game because even though normally I'm by myself, y'all know my husband a trucker. He been gone. That man been gone about a month out there on that road. It's a month.
Goddamn TV. I mean, I'm gonna throw this at the screen. No.
Okay, so at this time, you got to realize this man is not around me every day, all day like that. So the average person, because look, I ain't one of them wives that wear a ring all the time. I'm trying to get money. So if I'm doing hair, that dye may mess up my ring. So I ain't got no ring on because I always lose stuff. I got too much going on. So a lot of times I am single, and men still approach me to this day. So I do realize when it comes in terms of business, let's just keep it real. I make more money when a person assumes that I'm single. That don't mean I'm going to do nothing against my husband. But if you looking at me and we just chatting up and I just assume to be single, or you think that I'm single, you're more open to talk to me. You're more open to chat. It's a lot of different avenues you're open to doing with me. So there were a lot of benefits being single. So with the question that you just posed, if I broke up with somebody today and I'm gonna, baby, that ain't never gonna happen to me, baby. If I wasn't married, baby, I'm single till I'm married. No.
But on the strength of being single, don't forget you can get them.
Girl, and girl.
Ain't that wrong with being single? It don't look. It don't cheat. It don't talk shit. It's always ready. I'm telling you. Now, don't be like me. Because like I always tell people, Tawana's my wholesaler. That's the only resale items that I sell on my website. But Tawana, when I first ordered them, I had to have 2 personals. And that's just for my own. Because when you live in a single life like me, you know, my vision is when I do get to that point of relationship-wise, it's like at the end of your busy entrepreneurial day, you want to climb in the bed with your mate, you know, talk about what day you had, what day he had, talk about that shit, defuse and have sex, go to sleep, wake up and do the same thing. Seeing that I don't have that person in the California King, when you want to send me stuff, I always do reviews before I decide to either invest or, you know, resell. Well, my first test go, it was cool, it was good, everything. It's a Climaxxx Zone, y'all know I'm unfiltered. It got good. I told everybody my first review on it was, I felt like somebody took my soul. and missed finishing because I didn't know where it went. I was like, okay, I'm trying to move this thing. Next thing I know, some said, I just left on to me, and I was just like, Jesus. So when I finished, I sat up and I bullshit y'all. I'm telling y'all, a lot of y'all not. There was a single tear that came out this side. So
you didn't think that you didn't think that charging dock was serious. You didn't think the way it looked on that nightstand was serious, did you?
I got greedy. See, I got greedy because I was like, okay, I want to go back in for the kill because now I know what they expect. Boom. Midway through, because I ain't let it charge all the way. Midway through, that thing went dead, and I was pissed off. So, therefore, I started off with the regular rolls, having 2, one on the charger base at all time. So in the midst of things, when things act up,
you something else. You over here,
let me grab your brother because he ready. Let me replace.
Y'all better go to Climaxxx Design. Y'all need to go to this website right now and grab y'all one. This girl not playing.
Review before I do this last question, I'll give y'all this full review. So after I got this one, my friend said, I got another one. I was like, okay, let me try this one. Boom. It got a pedal on it. It still got the rose basically that you do insertion with. Okay, I'm like, okay, let me try this. Boom. This one made me pack up both of these. When it came to this bad boy, I used it the way it was supposed to be used, honey. And when I got up, I grabbed the pearls because I was like, I snatched that bitch out and threw it because I was like, who sent you? Goodness. But,
go to that website.
let me put that bad boy up there. But at the same time, I'm telling you, she sent me the other one. Friend said, we got 3.0. Let's try this.
Hey.
Y'all know I don't lie about nothing. I'm gonna be 100%. I opened this one. And it was just me, honestly, the way it looked, it gave me creep value. That's a whole child. That's an old child pain. And me and that just went, I'm like, nah, it's a no for me, dog. I'm good. So at this point, I'm stuck on this. This is rose corn for me. Rose corn stays on the charger. But let me tell you, rose corn can go a whole month without being charged again.
Oh, wow.
So if I sell all 3 of them, but if I get my best review, get that rose petal. Because for you, here go another disclaimer on the Climaxxx Zone. Because I know a lot of y'all out there, y'all real active. Because this has low to no mileage. That little pedal that you insert is kind of like a Kegel. So go get your shit tightened up. Like, tighten up.
Oh my God.
It works. If you don't want to go get it for me, go to Tawana Jonathan teams and get it. Either way it go, both times they're going to do the same thing.
And you ain't got to keep adding your numbers up.
Right. Motherfucker gonna tell me the other day, you think because you said you ain't had sex in some years, they're supposed to give you on my house. Nigga, I was never trying to get on your list. I was just letting you know that I don't have any mileages on me. My oil light does not come on. I don't need an oil change. Everything stays lubricated and good in shape. I'm good. New tires, don't need them. We good. I still got that new car smell. I'm good. California ain't got nobody here like Ray J talk about. I hit it first. We good. We good over here. Somebody, my husband gonna get the man. I'm telling y'all, men need to do right because I'm just telling you, I'm sitting on the gold mine.
So, honey, speaking of a husband, child, do you know that my husband just think it is against the biblical law and it's in the Bible that I should not use it? I said, babe, how can I not tell my customers what this thing gonna do? Oh, baby, girl, that man will explain to me how unfair it is. That man, I said, man, you better get with this thing. This thing is your partner. It can help you, shit.
You just highlighted something.
Tawana, he better keep that as his partner. You don't want nobody else.
That's what I said. I said, man, you better get you a backup. You ain't even got to do that hard work when you got what this girl got over here on the screen. You, baby, let me tell you something. This thing done did half of the work for you, baby. You ain't even got to go that far. But, I got to still convince him, honey.
You highlighted something. It be tripping me out because I saw a lot of guys, oh, y'all using that Rose. You ain't got no senses in your thing. You can't fit. Baby, if you can't do what Rose Quan do, just say that. Just say that. If you can't do what you do, just say that. You ain't got to hate on the machine. You ain't got to hate on him. He ain't bothering nobody. He ain't no lie.
Hold on, though, friend. It sit over there on its own dock. It don't say nothing. It'll give you a little light in your room. It's an LED light. If didn't nobody know no better, they wouldn't even know what it is. A child will walk up to it and be like, "This a toy." The thing gives you light. The thing, child.
It's a nightlight.
It's like a nightlight.
It's touching stuff. It's a nightlight.
This thing ain't bothering nobody. It's always charged on its dock.
It's waterproof. Like,
snap, that's too funny. It's
waterproof. It bubbles up it's waterproof. I'm saying, like,
but my husband still a hater. He'll hate him. He'll hate him.
You can't get mad.
That's too funny.
He'll hate him.
Y'all tripping.
All you on the road workers, all you busy men, it keeps her faithful. You know what I'm saying? If you play your cards right, you know what you're supposed to be doing. You done got them hors d'oeuvres and appetizers done before you got home. So when you get home, she like.
So shout out to all them dudes that come in my shop and buy these for your girls. Y'all are smart. Whether I give y'all your accolades or not, when them men come in there and they say, "Hey sis, let me go ahead and get this for my girl." You know what? I think so much of them. Because I'm thinking, you know what? You got it. You get it. You get this. You get it. Okay.
I bet you she ain't cheap.
She ain't going nowhere, baby. That girl ain't going nowhere. She ain't going nowhere.
What I don't like,
better get it that than the neighbor.
I'm telling you,
that versus the neighbor.
Listen,
I gotta be honest though. I don't like, and this is for anybody watching this. I don't like when guys be like, "Let me see you." It's here because you're not. So once you're in my presence, it goes away.
Or it can be your helper.
I don't want. If I need a helper, then don't come. Period.
But I'm just saying, don't be afraid of it. Don't let the thing intimidate you. It's not doing anything but sitting over there and giving you a perfect LED light. If you don't bother it, it's not gonna bother you. It don't talk. It don't make no noise. This thing is not bothering you, man. Come on.
That is too funny. A perfect LED light.
I'm gonna retract someone because of. If your appetite ain't like roast corn, I'm gonna need you to stay over there. You ain't finna give me filet mignon, and now you want to come over here with a fried bologna sandwich.
Don't do it.
Hey, you gonna see? Hey, Toy, you gonna see him on the dresser?
He gonna be on the charging dock.
Hey, here come that Pisces shit. Nah, man, I do it myself. Here, put it on. Move, watch it, learn. Hell, you see the way this thing right here? You hit a tempo. It got 10 speeds. Pick one.
So I had this guy, he come in my shop, right? And so he's explaining to me how, like, he worked so many hours. I think, if I'm not mistaken, he worked in construction. So anyway, it's Alabama. It's some long days. It's hotter than blue blaze in here. So anyway, he was just explaining to me how he kind of didn't want his girl to know that he was tired. So he seen the thing in that charging on the thing, and he told her, I'm going to get a shower or whatever. I'll be right back. So anyway, when he's all done getting a shower, he ready to go or whatever, he get there or whatever, and she is knocked out. So he pulled a cover back, right? And Raekwon, baby, is still sitting there, still ready, right? This man came in there and tipped me and said, "Thank you, God, Tawana, because I didn't even have to do a lot." Baby, she was already done. She was already slobbing when I got that. I said, "I know that's for real, brother. Go ahead, do it." Okay.
Climaxxx will confess today on this. That's a nightcap.
Okay.
It's a nightcap. When I got him something, and I keep thinking about what I'm gonna create now. I'm like, girl, go. You go to bed. We're supposed to end the I done woke up plenty of nights, and y'all know I'm real transparent on my podcast. I done woke up many nights, go to the bathroom, and stood up that thing, and I fell. I'm like, oh, okay, let me put you back over there.
Yeah. And then you know it's just sitting there taunting you because the light is on. It's like a free light, a LED low charging light. You think you saving me money? You saving me a lot of stuff.
My rose corn is such a family member, y'all. Like I said, I'm 43 now, so sometimes I go to bed a little earlier. An hour before bed, I put that thing on the charge. I go to finish everything I need to do. That's the end of the shift. The end of the shift. Because I already know who I'm with tonight. I'm like, because I know the last time I charged about a week ago, I'm going to put you on charge and break this stuff down, clean up real quick, take my bath. You ready?
And there we go. So this girl has the audacity to text me one day. She sends me a message on Facebook Messenger. She has the audacity to ask me. She said, Tawana, is there any way I can get another battery or another charger for my Rose because it's completely dead? Well, you know what? I couldn't even reply back in the mindset that I was in at that moment because she probably wasn't going to do business with me no more. But anyway, I calmed down for a few minutes. And then when I was able to reply, I replied back, how often do you use Roquan? When she told me, I said, bitch, buy a whole nother one. Ain't nobody playing with you. This thing, look, the batteries only last so long, baby. As much as you've been doing to this thing, you owe me to even send me a message. Girl, get you a new one and quit playing with me.
Well, mine's been hanging in there, and I ain't got to tell y'all the numbers we go through, but at the same time, mine's hanging. And the best part about it is, I'm the reseller of the shit. So if you do, I'm going to purchase another one in my own name. Hell. I got my own warranty on mine. Okay.
I have enjoyed y'all. Oh my God.
The last question is, a man tells his cheating significant other that he'd forgive her if she didn't give the man oral sex. She says that's silly and refuses to answer. Who is wrong? So he want to know, before I say whether I forgive you or not, tell me that you give him oral sex. Now, let me ask you as a man, does it matter? Because you just asked us early, is oral sex cheating? So from your standpoint, if she did give him oral and she didn't give him no pussy, is it still cheating?
Yeah.
But wait a minute.
That's about worse than the other stuff. That's worse than other stuff.
But so why did you ask us was a man get head?
Because you asked about my woman. When it's my woman, it's worse. So it's
prime example to her.
My woman is worse. Hey, that's the worst thing in the world.
When it's their turn, they don't.
You done took him out. When a woman cheat on a man and she do that, she done took him out for real.
Well, you know how they do.
That means you automatically submit it to the other man, and he can get you to do anything at that point.
But you know they do everything to us, friend. They do everything to us. We ain't got to do nothing but read a message in Facebook and reply back, and they will swear to God that we done everything. So the rules are totally different.
Trying to set up a play. You trying to set up a play. I'm telling
you. I mean, it's not a rule book.
I done plays Climaxxx. So you see that chef back there? Ain't nobody doing shit else to me. I'm good. I don't want to play no more.
You don't play no more.
You quit, friend.
You quit. It's time right.
My man, and I'm gonna stand beside.
There you go, Tawana. You can do anything you want to him.
I'm gonna go to the
website. That's right. That's the best way to cheat, right there. Go to y'all websites and buy it right now. If you gonna cheat on your man, cheat at Tawana Store.
I'm talking about cheating on your man. I'm talking about being single. Now,
I'm talking about with the Rose, with Mr. Rose,
because I do say this all the time. I don't like Bob the Builder ass bitches. I don't like females like talking about I don't need no man because I'm gonna do. I never said that. Now I never said I don't need no man. I
can't tell you that.
I need them and I want them. I just don't need and want any man. You got to be the man. You got to have aspirations. You got to have some type, because if not, you're going to be in the house with me, you're going to feel neglected. I'm just going to have you feeling neglected as hell because I'm constantly at this computer. I'm constantly in the living room doing something. I'm constantly on my phone. And the first time you sit there and tell me, well, man, you always, I'm going to break up with your ass.
And you're absolutely right. Because in the beginning, when I met my husband, one of the things, and this came like after probably months, but one of the things that he told me, we were just friends. And to be honest with y'all, I'm gonna just be straight up honest. The only thing I wanted to understand is his language. I know he speaks a few languages. All I wanted to do was, hey, let's exchange his language, and I show you how to get money in the US, and we got this. I never even knew this man liked me or whatever. We just kicking it or whatever. But there was one thing that he mentioned one day, and he just had a random question. He asked me, he said, no, a comment, I should say. He told me, he said, I would like to know, you know, how serious you take me. Look at everything you do in comparison to where I am today. Do you really take me serious, or are you playing with me? Like, I know you're a good friend to me, but are you playing with me? Look at the capacity of what you do in comparison to where I'm at today. So let me give you the answer that I gave him. Here's the thing. See, I can deal with a broke man. Okay. If you broke today, that's all right. That's all right. Because if you fuck with me, we're going to get some money. Don't you worry about that. But what I cannot deal with, I cannot stand. I'm a lazy man. Because if you lazy, it ain't shit I can do about it. But because that day that I met my husband, you're just now entering this country. You ain't even been in this country a whole year. So the day I met you, I'm thinking about minding his business. I can learn from him. He can learn from me. I wasn't concerned about his money. I didn't care where you lived at. I don't give a damn what you drive. I don't care about none of that. But at that moment, I knew he had something. He possessed something that I didn't. He could speak different languages. And I need to do that to make more money. Right? Yeah. So that day, I'm going to be honest with you. I'll be 100% honest with you. That day, in the capacity, if you compare our incomes, if you compare what we did for a living, if you compare whatever, yes, I will be honest. I did have more at that time than he did. But the difference is that I could deal with him because that day you broke, but that man ain't never lazy. I said, if that man ain't lazy, man, you can build, baby, let me tell you something. We going to build 4 worlds together because he was never lazy. I wasn't worried about him being broke because, baby, I can pay my own bills. I ain't worried about that. And at that point, I ain't know he liked me anyway. But I can deal with broke any day. I'm not afraid of broke. And anybody listening to us right now, don't be afraid because your business ain't making money. You're not there. Fuck that. You're there today. But you got Mercy on the screen with you.
It don't
you got Mercy on. Are you serious?
It don't.
But lazy?
Lazy, yeah.
Look, Climaxxx ain't dealing with lazy. Mercion, FCE Enterprises ain't dealing with lazy. Tawana ain't dealing with lazy. But all 3 of us can collectively deal with broke. Because if you're broke, we can get there.
I can grow and build with you. Opposed to me feel like I'm just pulling the goddamn.
Yeah, because that's exactly what it is. Because you got to think at the same time, and people got to understand, you got to put in work. So just because your business ain't making money at this amount of time, see people are always looking at the finished product. I'm glad while we wrapping this up, everybody looking at the finished product, but we don't, like Drake said, you don't see us when we in the gym. In the gym means you working 2 jobs, you working overnight, you put into the business, you up researching, you're talking and networking. You got to put in the work. Michael Jordan had to put in the work. We talk about Michael Jordan from 89 on up, but from 84 to 89, you ain't talking about the same Michael Jordan that got y'all running out there buying $500 pair of shoes, $1,500.
You can't just enjoy the fruits of somebody's labor and you didn't put in no work.
No, you got to put in work. Everybody has to work. And then when it manifests, because I'm telling you, can catch on fire at any time when you in your business doing the right thing. You may wake up broke, then the next thing you know, them checks just dropping. You like, dang, heaven open up. Like, God, you know what I'm saying? Put in that work.
Trends and hypes. Don't give up because that shit ain't hitting right now.
That's right.
We're not seeing it right now.
And I think
always come back.
Oh yeah, money is not always dollars. Money is knowledge and network. Knowledge and network, and then that green paper will come. Tell them.
Exactly. So I don't want to horn in on us women because I am a woman. I am a minority. I'm like Mercion. Sometimes I don't like to use that B word, but anyway, I am a minority. So what I will say is that a lot of times for us as minorities, and if you want to go on that B word, whatever, we always think that a man should come to us and he's together. He got everything together and we're going to walk into this throne. But what women and minorities need to understand is that we owe our husbands and our counterparts something. So let me explain to you that. Anytime you give a woman anything, and especially a minority woman, baby, let me tell you, it's 10 times worse when you give it to a minority, and I mean that in a good way. But if you give us some food, we're going to cook you an amazing meal. If you give us some sperm, if you give us some good head or whatever, we're going to give you a beautiful baby. If you give us a tool, we're going to. So look, when my husband invested in me, It's like, maybe you don't have what I have, but you can translate what I'm saying, man, and make me some money. The stuff he was saying, I be talking, trying to get my notary job done, and he translating that shit in French. I'm going to charge you $100 more because you got to say it in that language.
That's
you
right.
Understand? But women, us as women and minority women, we have to understand and we have to be real about things. What do you have to bring to this table? When you asking this man for his 5-bedroom house, and you asking this man to have great credit, and you asking this man to provide, bitch, what did you provide for him?
And you ain't
a wet ass and some kids.
Yeah. You ain't got half of the shit on your list. You
all you got.
Mama, you want him to come and pick you up to go help you find a job. You want him to pick you up, to put you in an apartment, pick you up, get you a car.
It don't work like that. You got to bring. You got to bring more. True. And my thing is, I'm not being funny because I was a single parent for most of my son's life. But you cannot only bring him somebody else's children, okay? That nigga, them ain't his kids. You can't be bringing him. I'm a single parent, bitch. Fuck you. You did all that before you knew him, okay? What can you bring him today?
And that's why exactly.
Thank you. That's real. I'm so glad you said that, man. I'm so glad you said that.
I tell people all the time, we gotta normalize. Females gotta get away from this. Pick me. Hey, I'm cute. Pick me. Hey,
let me. Oh, I'm so happy. I'm so happy you said that. I'm so happy you said that.
14 years. I have had my chances. I've had my choices. I've had my privileges to be in a good relationship. I've been engaged. I've been proposed to. Here's the thing that Climaxxx does. Not saying nobody else did it. If you do, kudos to you. But what I do is that little one in there, her happiness come before anything else. If I gotta wait 4 years of her graduating and figure out what she want to do with life, and then I do a whole 360, motherfuckers think I'm gonna have a whole midlife crisis because I'm being young again. The point is, I gotta understand the assignment and finish the job that God put in front of me. My job is to provide for her.
Exactly.
Now, rusted, dusty ass man. I don't care what you 6 figures, 5 figures, 0 figures. I'm doing this shit by myself and been doing it by myself for 14 years. So just because you want to date me, and I tell women this all the time because I never want to be a big advocate for women because if you're wrong, you're wrong.
You're wrong.
Somebody on a white horse coming down, swooping me up. I don't need to be saved. You're not
exactly.
to pay a dime over here just because we fucking. That's not your obligation. If you're a prostitute, say that. Leave the money on the counter.
And that's just real. That's
real. That's real.
You're not living with me. We calling each other. We going on dates. We probably end up at your house, my house, whatever, and we fucking. It was a mutual agreement.
Yes.
Well, I can't go to that. Woe is me. Oh, we in a relationship. I don't know how I'm gonna pay my rent this month. Bitch, the same way you was paying it for. You met him.
Look. This is so funny.
When he becomes either the man that lives in my home, or when you first come in and say, "Now I want to move. I want us to move together." Now we got to sit down and have a conversation.
We got to have a conversation.
Yeah.
Before I say yes, let me bring all this to the table. Let you know what I've been doing by myself.
Exactly.
Right. You ain't got to pay it all. I'm one of them females. We can split it down the middle because I don't need your money like that.
Let me tell you something. The day that I met my husband today, but I'm talking about before he was ever my husband. Do you know this man did not know where I lived at for 9 whole months? He had no idea I lived less than 2 miles from where he worked at, but he had no idea. You don't see me. You don't see my car. The only way he got me is because he recorded me on the camera in the place that he worked. He recorded my car. He recorded my tag number. He recorded my face. He stopped the camera and took snapshots. So when other people came in the business, he said, "Who is that? She always come here and look at these newspapers. What does she get?" He had no idea. I'm just trying to sneak the coupons out of there because I'm a serial coupon. I'm trying to hope that you ain't looking at me. But you're looking too hard, man. You're looking too. I'm trying to steal these damn coupons, man. So anyway, he never knew.
She still coupons, y'all.
I still coupon, baby. But let me say this. At that time and that day, he did not hold the significance in my life to come to my home. You don't need to know my son. I don't care if we sucking and fucking. I don't care what we doing. You don't need to know anything about my life because we're not committed, okay? We're not. When that man realized where I live for real, he died. Like you were that close to me. Exactly. And you never, ever knew. We have to draw fine lines when we're in business, okay? Because we are very important. We are very essential people to people. We hold a different light to people, okay? And so when we date, and I'm married now, but I'm just saying for y'all dating or whatever you're doing, Be careful about the people that you befriend, because you don't know. Climaxxx is gonna be a household name one day. You don't want Joe Blow remembering you. Take Rosacea or whoever she is, whatever you name her. Let her do the job. Let her do the job.
Stop disrespecting my man, Tawana. His name is Rose Quan.
What, Rose Quan? Let Rose Quan do his job, because everybody don't need to know what we do, okay? These people can take this stuff and hold it against us, okay? So there were a lot of things that I did in business. I ain't being funny. I'm not trying to put my business out there like that. But I would go kick it with a guy in Atlanta or wherever. Man, the next day, man, you ain't heard from me that day, the next day for 6 whole months. We ain't mad. Baby, I can't be talking to you like that. This ain't serious. So a lot of guys took me the wrong way because I'm a female and I solidify myself this way. It's so many women that let men just do whatever they do. When a man meet me, it's like, oh my God, she play the same way I do. It's not a game. It's just real, okay? They don't need to see me and you on pictures. My son don't need to know who you is. You ain't his daddy. You ain't his daddy. Why you gotta come to my house?
Mercion, when I first moved here, before I wrap this up, I've been here 9 years now. And I used to always tell Mercion, I'm like, you know how many people hit me on Facebook? They're like, you stay in California. Why you not here? Why you not out? Oh my gosh, you in the house. Oh, you do too much. Why the fuck you ain't doing more? You is worried about my social life when I have a whole mission. They're gonna, like, again, it goes back to the 4 years. There's gonna come a time.
Yeah.
When I take them trips, when I'm in the wind, you can't catch up with me because I'm gone. But it's all understanding the assignment. It's all planting the seeds, water them. Oh, that crop wasn't good. That harvest wasn't good this time. Okay, let's go scrap it and do it again.
Exactly.
You can't. People got to stop thinking, I want to be the owner of Real Lemonade. Okay, let me go put the name down. Hey, y'all, I'm a business owner. Boom.
Girl, that's a good one. So let me tell you, I have a friend. I wouldn't even call this person
name, like your middle name. That's it.
Exactly. Yep. I wouldn't even call this person a friend, but they come in my business so much over the years, they become like a friend or a family. But I always hear this from them. They started a small business probably about 2 or 3 years ago. And I just picked up on this, because I'm a business owner. The guy loves to throw out that I'm the boss. I'm the boss. So let me tell you what happened to me when I'm doing business. When I walk into my business, I always try to look like a customer or an employee. The last thing I want to tell you is that I own this, okay? Because if I tell you that I'm the owner, you got so many problems, you got so many suggestions, and at most days, just like Mercion, I can't deal with all that every day, okay? So a real boss don't never tell you they the boss, okay? Because another thing, my husband taught me this. Always throw your issue on somebody else. If somebody walk up to Mercion and say, Mercion, you're supposed to set up my LLC, and it ain't came through. You told me it was going to be done at that time. Well, Mercion needs to always have a quote unquote agent to throw that on and say, you know what? I'm sorry. He has a employee. Her name is the same name as mine, right? Mercion should always be able to throw it off and say, you know what? So-and-so told me she'd send me a confirmation email. Let me check with her. I'll get right back to you. The thing should never be on Mercion. No one should ever think that Mercion is the big dog, okay? When I come in my business, most days, they think my barber owns the business. Do you think I tell them anything different? Hell, she own it. That's the one cut your hair, ain't it? She own it. I don't care who you call a boss. I need the money. So people always get caught up in titles and accolades. Yes. But if we as people, as minorities, can get past that, the accolades, I don't care what you call me. You can call me the janitor. You can call me the hairdresser. I don't care what you call me, but I got bills to pay, okay? But at the end of the day, that's my shit. I own it. I don't care who you say the boss is. I don't care.
Right.
We hit 2.12. We've been on here 2 hours and 12 minutes. I have enjoyed this because this was long overdue, but everything happens in the right timing. Right. You are always, just as Tawana is, you are always welcome to come back to the Climaxxx Zone. Whenever you have new endeavors, whenever you have events, anything, I don't care if it's a car wash in Texas only, you can still come back to the Climaxxx Zone to promote whatever you have going on. I thank you so much. I really do. Before I let you go, leave the people with whatever you want to leave them with. Couple of nuggets and gems.
Oh well, definitely. It was a blast tonight. Them 2 hours passed by quick. Big shout out to you. Keep doing your thing. I love the show. For all the viewers out there, make sure you go get the roses. Make sure you go get that book. Make sure you go get the book. And to one of the wholesaler, make sure you go to her website, which has a lot of things on there as well. Toya got a lot of things on there, so make sure you shop. Use all their services. If you need notary services, make sure y'all do that. Need to be married, call them. Definitely support our own. It's nothing like rotating the money, just like all these other nationalities do. If you don't do anything, claim your nationality. If you don't know what that means, you might hit you one day that he said, whatever you do, claim your nationality. That might recirculate. Until then, one big thing, make sure y'all just pay attention to your credit. Like I said, whether it's me or somebody else, pay attention to your credit, invest in yourself, ask questions about trade lines and things like that. Continue to grow, work hard. Everything don't happen overnight. Y'all keep pushing, support one another. Leave the crab in mentality bucket. Let that be the end of that. So www.fceglobal.net. If you got any questions, you're looking to get into the trucking business, make sure you go to Jaden Jordan Trucking, or you can find it on in Craigslist. We real big on Craigslist. There's been a lot of guys coming on from there. So if you have your authority, or maybe you just are struggling, you can't book loads and drive. You may be in the middle of Wyoming and you just need that extra help. Give Jaden Jordan a shout out, and we'll make sure we'll be able to help you out with those things. Or if you're trying to get into the trucking business and just got some questions. So you got the information on here. Make sure you support the women. Make sure you always encourage our culture as well. Shout out to everybody. Like I said, OT, my sisters, Candace, Mariah, everybody. Shout out to everybody. So shout out to everybody. Continue to network, watch a replay, support the Climaxxx Zone, because this show I like it because it's educational, but then it's laid back and loose. I've been dealing with this for 15, 20 years almost. So also
this is season 8, episode 2.
That's season 8. That's amazing. And then if you can't find nothing to wear, make sure you get Toya. I'm telling you, this is fact. I go to like different clothing stores just to see her product versus anybody. Custom make your own stuff. If you looking for a business, create a name. Go to these women to get your business right and create your own. Become your own Gucci. You can become Gucci on the street by creating your own design. What about that shirt that you can freeze and it turns different colors?
Oh, the color changing shirts. Yes. Mm-hmm. The UV activated color shirts. You come in, the inside is white. You step outside, all this will turn purple. Do
consignment. If you look at the ways to make money, do consignments. Contact these women and say, hey, can I sell your product in Atlanta? Can I sell your product here in Dallas, Texas, Houston? You can create opportunities.
Start a clothing line. I do logos. I do designs. I can customize your own clothing line.
Use our own resources and do what we're supposed to do. Save money, stay prayed up, and but that's all I got. I'm just excited to be on the show. Like this is dope. So I'm happy. You made my.
Enjoyed y'all. I have certainly enjoyed y'all this evening. I'm just happy to be a part of the show as well. I am just elated. I'm just honored to have y'all as friends. I thank God that he brought this network together. If you are watching us right now, just know that all three of us, we did not meet each other just as a childhood friend. We did not meet each other just because so-and-so. It was actually a network. And so if you are looking to build your business, if you're looking to open a business, I'm here to tell you, and I explained this at about the midpoint in the show, that Mercion is someone that I would not recommend if he did not do what he said he would do for me. And so if you're serious about what you want to do, if you are kind of complacent about establishing an LLC, if you know your credit is not good, and we need to understand that 70% of the people that Mercion talks to every day, that their credit is not good. Do not let that intimidate you. You have the agent, you have the person, you have the point of contact. The way that I had to meet him was very difficult. If I would have never met Climaxxx, I would have never met him. But you are sitting on a platform where he is direct to you. The website is sitting right there. He's telling you about trucking. He's sharing with you about how he can help establish your credit, your business. Do not sleep on this, because you could have been me. that just happened to run into a Climaxxx that actually knew a Mercion. Don't do that. Click on that link now.
And in all reality, y'all, this is really a gem. Because Mercion let y'all know for years I went without shit. Y'all wasn't going to get the share. I wasn't going to share my knowledge. I was holding him hostage for some years. So for y'all to have access to him now, I'm telling you, jump on it. Because I'm not going to lie, it's going to be somebody else that was in the beginning stages I was that get attached to him and be like, bitch, I'll tell you later, but hold up. Because right now he doing this. And that's where I was. I was spoiled and selfish because it wasn't just a one thing. This man is, I'm always one that pay homage. And when I tell y'all, I honestly know my business would be nothing of where it is right now without you. Like my business would be nowhere because of the simple fact, it wasn't just tie-dye this or tie-dye that. It was like, and so a point where I called him at one point, I was like, whew. He was like, yeah, just breathe. I'm like, but you told me yesterday, and now my phone ring, and then this, the email. Woo, wait a minute. Wait. I'm like, I'm just gonna tell you. Okay, listen. I'm scared. I'm scared. I remember hitting you up talking something. Woo! Got that text message. I'm good. Look. Get me.
Oh, yeah. And speaking of that, make sure you put it on paper. Like I said, she needed XYZ, and I said, you ain't got it on paper. And the next thing you know, that person called her with the number she wanted. Just by putting it on paper and believing that she can do it. And it just happened that the universe worked out, God, whatever, Allah, whoever you believe in. It just worked out right then and there. I said, you ain't got it on paper, it ain't going to happen. She put it on paper, the phone rung, she told me, and I was like, I knew it was going to happen. I know how this stuff goes. But I'm so happy about y'all, because y'all, like y'all said, like Tawana, she took it, at face value and put in the work. And then y'all doing big things. Tawana actually didn't say anything about I don't know if I'm speaking too fast, the new real estate opportunity that she invested in. Big shout out to that. So if y'all in the area in Alabama, make sure you check her out for us the new Airbnb she coming out. That's going to be huge in the next couple of years. Well, that's done now, but she's going to take it to another level, which I already know. So I'm proud of y'all for just taking the steps that it takes to be successful. And as a consultant, friend, family, I love to see that because I love to grow. So
and we're so thankful for you. We are elated to even be in your presence. So I am absolutely thankful to even, network with you. I'm thankful for that.
This is a live review and a live result. Like, this is our lives. We ain't telling you about nothing he did for nobody else. Like, this is our lives. He's seen, like I said, he's definitely seen me grow. So take advantage of everything he's telling you. I still be humble, but because of him, I do get a little cocky at times. But I put in them. I didn't work for this. I talk shit at times. Now I work for it because unfortunately I'm not where some of y'all at right now. I ain't surpassed you, but I ain't down there in the dirt no more. I'm looking at my crop right now. I'm waiting for the harvest right now, baby.
Blow the whistle. Blow the whistle.
Let me do my little for you being a guest on, both of y'all being a guest on today.
Your honor.
And Mercion, with you, don't be a stranger because I will come find you. I will come find you.
No, and I'm coming out to Cali. A couple times this will be like a couple times this summer. So make sure we go out there and have some fun stuff in Cali. Tawana, hopefully you can fly if you ain't too busy.
Hey, Mercion, just let me know. She always be talking. Mercion, all you gotta do is let me know. We will show up at her door. That's all you gotta do is let me know.
When y'all come to Cali, I be talking shit when you be like, you finna go here and go there. I don't know. Another thing before I let y'all go though, I am also proof. You don't have to change who you are to have good corporate friends. I'm ratchet, but at the same time, when it's needed, I got business sense, street sense, and corporate sense. I learned from some good people. Now, I know how to carry myself accordingly, but at the same time, here's a tidbit of advice if you didn't already know it. There's not a day, a year, a minute, or a second that you're going to call me as a business owner and talk shit to me, and I'm going to be like, the customer's always right. I'm not there yet. I'm not there. As soon as you start talking your shit, 9 times out of 10, I'm going to be like, you gonna be like, did you hear me? I'm like, no, I thought you was talking to one of your kids because I knew you were talking to me. Can you repeat what you were saying? Because I'm not 1, 2, or the 3. I'm Climaxxx Design. That's why I named it Climaxxx Design. I named it Latoya Brown. Brown Enterprise. It's Climaxxx.
Right.
Climaxxx goes for the book, the music, the website, the podcast, even OnlyFans, damn it. Anything that can be monetized, I'm monetizing off of it. And if you ain't doing the same thing, you ain't doing nothing.
Oh, yeah.
Monetize off of it legally. Monetize off of it.
That's
Everything
right.
must go. Even you.
And one last thing, I will be in Vegas this week meeting with the it's kind of spur of the moment. The U.S. Treasury told us last minute that they're gonna be out there. So hopefully, if everything goes right with the U.S. Treasury, it's gonna be some treats in there for y'all. That's really gonna be generational changes. So
well, we can't wait. Do not look. We can absolutely not wait to hear what you done learn from and everything you've got from there, because you know I'm always open to entrepreneur opportunities and that sort of thing. So I'm excited for you. I appreciate
it. And it's for us to benefit only because I'm tired of us going to a certain group of people that don't necessarily look like us. We want to be the ones to push this out. So it's going to be like similar to what the SBA was doing. Except for the top is going to change a little bit. So I'm excited about that. And I'll give y'all the details as it comes.
You just let me know what
days. Stay tuned for that.
Let me know what days you're going to be here because, you know, I'm 2 hours and 30 minutes away. You understand? I'm just saying.
Oh, yeah. What Sunday? I think it's gonna be Sunday through Thursday, and we'll meet with them Tuesday and Wednesday.
Don't blame me because I'm off on Saturdays and Sundays. Don't do that.
I think I might stay over the weekend. So yeah, after this business.
Okay, well, I can't wait. I gotta go. I got too many phone calls coming through. It's been an absolute pleasure to be with y'all tonight. I gotta go. I hate to just click off the line, but anywho, Mercion, we will talk. Climaxxx, you know, we will always talk. You guys have an amazing evening. It has been an absolute pleasure, and I will talk to you guys again very soon. Ciao for now.
All right, you too.
And thank you, Mercion. I so appreciate you for coming. Like I said, don't be ashamed. You are welcome to come anytime. It's on me. Come when you get ready to come, and I got you.
I appreciate it. Absolute pleasure to be here. Peace out to everybody, and much blessings. Much blessings.
Right. Have a good night.
You too.
Everybody, I thank y'all for joining. We had a great one. When I say great, I mean great. It was great. And to end this wonderful thing, y'all already know I gotta end it the only way I know how to end it, and that's with the theme song. But before I end it, I also want you guys to make sure you come back. Check out this podcast. Stream it on your Spotify. Stream it on your Apple Podcast. Don't forget, I'm a featured podcaster on Amazon Music. Go to YouTube and watch it. Subscribe to my YouTube. So you can get all these alerts. If you have something coming up that you want to promote, reach out to me. Don't forget, I just added 2 more extra free slots. So let's do it. What's your excuse, baby?
Yes, you know who the hell it is. It's your girl, Miss Climaxxx. Yes, baby. The best podcast out there, streaming on all platforms. You know what you thought it was. Come catch this vibe. Welcome to the Climaxxx Zone. 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 Welcome to the the Climaxxx Zone. Welcome to the Climaxxx Zone. Welcome to the Climaxxx Zone. Come check this podcast out. It's unfiltered. It's unscripted. I love y'all. Catch this vibe. Thank y'all. And if you need some promo, come holler at me.